3-1. So 3-1 count now, one away and one already across in this inning, and Mita will swing the next one he sees. Let's count back up to full. Good job by Downham on the mound to work his way back. Payoff pitch from Downham, and Anthony Mita will swing through that one for the second out, but the first strikeout of the day.
Now batting the catcher, number 22.
Brings up Jackson Rutecki, the cleanup hitter. Rutecki hitting .324 on the season. Last time we saw him was against the Clayton Clovers. Last week went 1 for 4 with a double, a run, and 2 RBIs. The last time that he played before that was against the Edenton Steamers. A couple weeks back, went 1 for 4 with a double and 3 RBIs. So he's known to deliver against these Steamers. Has a 1-1 count now. So 1-1 count to the catcher today, Jackson Rutecki. That one catches the outside corner, 1-2 with 2 gone in the bottom of this first inning. Down looking to limit the damage to just 1 run. That pitch bounces in, however, before getting to the plate, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone in the bottom half of this first inning. The Fungo looking to win 10 out of 11. Tonight's game will be a full 9-inning one, not like the 7-inning we saw yesterday. The next pitch well outside for ball 3. So 3-2 count now. 2 outs. Rutecki looking to keep the inning alive for the Wake Forest Fungo. Payoff pitch from Downham, swing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts for the Steamers Slinger, but not before the Wake Forest Fungo get one across thanks to a Nick Pagic solo shot. It'll be 1-0 when we come back for the second.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Breakthrough Physical Therapy can help athletes and their families find pain relief with lasting results to keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across North Carolina and South Carolina, contact Breakthrough today at breakthrough-pt.com to see a physical therapist. Breakthrough Physical Therapy, a trusted choice for keeping athletes and their fans in the game.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect restaurant or the right clothes. It also feels really good making the right insurance decision. That's where State Farm agent Margier White can help. Stop in at 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson and let her help you select the right protection at the right price. State Farm agent Margier White will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you know what to expect when the unexpected happens. Stop by and visit today at 234 Raleigh Road or give her a call at 252-598-0163. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Top of the second inning here in JB Flaherty Park. Josh Bartosik joined alongside now officially Trey Snide. Trey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Beautiful day for baseball. Of course, it's good to be with you, my friend. Looks like we started off with a bang here today, which is fantastic. We talked a little bit about, heard you say that we were talking about it yesterday, where if the Fungo score first, it's hard for them to relinquish that. So good start for the Fungo here this evening.
Well, it's always great to try and score first in a game of baseball. Scoring first is normally the best option. The Fungo have been doing just that these last couple of games, last handful of games as well. In way of their 9 out of 10, can't really call it a win streak. Technically, it's a 2-game win streak, but just the 1 loss in the last week and a half. But Ty Garza, the third baseman, will step up. Josh Brooks still on the mound. He'll swing at the first pitch he sees on the ground towards short. Badgett will sling it across to Will Hood at first for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out in the top half of the second inning. Good work for Maruck, who might need to go a little deep in today's contest. That brings up Gabe Kirk, but it's spelled Kirck, not K-I-R-K. Got to throw the little C into the C. You could say is silent, but also technically the CK still makes that K sound. So a little bit of fun with the names here early on in today's contest.
Your English teacher would have been extremely proud, my friend.
I hope she is. I haven't taken an English class in a couple of years now in college. I only take the one. Have a English writing class coming up, however, this semester. So I'm sure if I tell her those little tidbits, maybe she'll give me an easy A.
There you go. There you go. Well, school itself, for me, I had 2 A's all in college, high school, only 2 A's, right? One was English, and I still don't know how to read and write, so there's that. But then I had science. So
well, English, and the thing is that English in high school and college is never about reading. It's about understanding or good off-speed pitch there from ruck. It's always about, your deeper comprehension of things. And I just don't reading itself is already sometimes hard with, those big words. And then trying to comprehend what that big word means sometimes.
My time with you, I've already learned so much. So
well, there you go. And I've learned so much from you as well. I've learned about Clayton's
rugby.
Clayton rugby.
That's right.
We've learned about some famous high schoolers. We've learned about the little spots in North Carolina. As another pitch hit on the ground. Nice little hop step over there from Badgett, and he'll get another out. So I think Badgett getting some work early in today's contest.
Talk about Mitchell, heating and cooling player of the game. Mr. Nick Badgett looks to kind of penciling his name in early here today.
Well, no better way to start off with a leadoff bang. He did that. But yesterday we spent a lot of time talking about the lesser-known towns of North Carolina.
Jamestown, home of the paper mill. There's that. And I'll give you some things after this.
First pitch low for ball 1 into Tate Abbott, the designated hitter.
Edenton has celebrated its 26th year as a program here this year.
They celebrated 20 years a little bit earlier. That pitch hit on the ground towards Will Hood. He'll catch it on the bounce and just jog over to first. So a 1-2-3 inning for Josh Burke. We can give you more information on the Edenton Steamers and this Wake Forest Fungo team when we come back.
Audio Jungle.
The best time of year to get more for your money on new Mahindras. Enjoy 0% interest or save thousands of dollars on rugged Mahindra tractors. That's more for less on many of Mahindra's best-selling models, with tractors that deliver more lift capacity, fuel efficiency, and built-in weight. Save more on Mahindra today. Visit Vanco Outdoor Equipment, your local Mahindra tractor dealer. 0% APR. Financing available for limited time only. See us or go to MahindraUSA.com for more information. PlumServe LLC technicians have over 20 years of experience in plumbing repair and services. They pride themselves in being a local, honest, and professional company. Let them give you a quote today on those needed upgrades in your home. Your choice for plumbing in Creedmoor, Oxford, Henderson, Durham, Raleigh, Chapel Hill, Cary, Apex, Stem, Garner, and the greater Triangle area. Visit their website today to schedule. You can contact them there as well. PlumServeLLC.com. Again, that's PlumServeLLC.com. Hey, we made it easy for you here on Next Door Radio and NextDoorRadio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Next Door Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Next Door with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s classic rock you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Next Door Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores.
Alex Impasamato.
Bottom of the second inning here in JB Flaherty Park. Josh Bartosik and Trey Stein giving you the call on the Wake Forest Fungo YouTube live stream and now on NextDoorRadio.com and the Next Door Radio app. A little bit of delay with some technical difficulties here on this Thirsty Thursday. But to lead off the bottom of the second inning for the Wake Forest Fungo will be Alex Impasamato. Hank Downham still out there on the mound. The first pitch hit by Impasamato is going to be directly to the right fielder in Halstead. So similar to how Josh Brooks started his second inning, one pitch, one out for the Steamer Slinger.
Made the right fielder over there in Holstead. It kind of second-guessed his a bad route there in the right field, but finally settled under. Again, it's a kind of a warm, hazy day, 87 degrees here in Wake Forest. Our final Thirsty Thursday here for the Wake Forest Fungo.
Will Hood swings to the first pitch as well. That one bobbled by the shortstop Myers. A throw over to
There you
first,
go.
not in time. Good attempt by Kirk at first to try and stretch out, but to no avail. So an infield single for Will Hood. The might score as that pitch was hit pretty hard on the ground. That brings up Tommy Martinez.
Got some speed on the base pass to kick off this bottom half of the second. Again, a nice little legged out infield single there for Will Hood.
First pitch from Downham is fouled off. So 3 pitches, 3 swings for the Wake Forest Fungo. But before we talk about that, let's get into the Steamers' defensive rotation. You have Jacob Ellison in left field, Paget at center, Halstead we've mentioned in right, Kirk at first, Tanner Knowles at second, Myers at shortstop, Ty Garza at third, Overitis behind the dish, and of course, the pitcher on the mound for the Steamers is Hank Downham. An 0-1 count to Tommy Martinez. He'll foul the next pitch off again. 0-2. And we'll mention this Steamers have been 19-7 record, 6-2 away from home. But again, they've won 4 out of their last 5, and I mentioned it back on the first, but you weren't here, Trey. Their only loss in the last few games has been to this Wake Forest Fungo team on Tuesday.
Well, they silenced the bats early for the Fungo. That was a good game for them. And that's during their winning streak, their 9 out of 10 wins, where it looked like they weren't going to lose. Of course, they lost to the Zookeepers. Again, it's not an easy trip. I mean, that's a couple hours away. So we'll blame it on the traffic.
Well, you have to, it's a very busy, the Summer League back and forth seemingly every single day, especially in this last month during July. Pickoff move over to Will Hood at first. Tommy Martinez went down looking on 3 pitches on a called third strike. So Austin Williams now heads into the box. Yesterday against the Locos went 1 for 3 with an RBI. That first pitch nearly gets him in the face. He gets out just in time. Ball 1. Williams hitting 185 with 8 runs and 2 RBIs. Also has 9 walks on the season. That pitch high, ball 2. And they're keeping Imposamato close, which they probably should be doing. He's got 5 stolen bases on the year. He's looking for number 6. You can see him dancing a little bit occasionally over at first base. 2-0 pitch from Downham. Ooh. That one high, ball 3, just high. So a 3-0 count now to the extra hitter tonight, Austin Williams. That pitch down the middle, strike 1. Talking about as that's a 5-pitch walk. So runners on first and second now for the Fungo. And a chance for Hunter Stone to bring a man home. So Hunter Stone up to the dish. A designated hitter in today's contest. Went 0 for 3 with a strikeout yesterday, but 1 for 3 with an RBI in Tuesday's 8-3 win over these same Steamers. Looks at an outside strike, 0-1. Another thing about these Steamers, they don't have a big losing streak so far. They've not lost more than 2 games in a row and are 6-1 coming off a loss. Obviously, yesterday made that 6-1. They had a big win over the Outer Banks after losing to the Wake Forest Fungo. This is a very tough team to get out. They were the 2022 PCL champs and the regular season champs back in 2020. That pitch just off the outside for ball 1. So 1-2 count now to Hunter Stone.
And both pitchers are working, even though after that leadoff home run from Nick Badgett, both pitchers are working pretty fast, pretty steady. The chin music there almost got him on the chin. Waiting for the pitch here. Swings through, fouled back. Keeps it at 2. So 2-2 is the count here on a kind of a steamy day. You see what I did there? Talking about I love me some oysters and some clams. Make me hungry right now. 2 outs, 2-2. Lined up the middle for a base hit coming around third. Runner stops at second. He throws it all the way from center field, nowhere close, and the Fungo take a 2-0 lead.
Now batting the third baseman, number 9, Lawson Wheeler.
Good hit by the DH in Hunter Stone. Lawson Wheeler will come up. Almost hit the pitcher on that backup liner grounder up the middle. Now runner at first and second. Got some speed on the base paths. Lawson Wheeler, third base for the Fungo, up to bat. Good lead on both first and second. High ball number 1. So 2 outs, 2-0 now in favor of your Wake Forest Fungo. Talking about Thirsty Thursday on behalf of all our great friends at Blackbird Brewing Company. Make sure you stop by after the game today. Of course, you can grab one here today. Foul back. Again, every foul ball returned to the, should you say, dugout, press box?
Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Blow pop.
There you go.
Free
You
blow
say it better
pop.
than me.
You got to get the emphasis on the P.
That's right.
The pop. Lawson Wheeler.
You know, does a good job about that, Joe John.
He does a very
he
good job
is-
of that.
I don't know. He might win the if we had a contest throughout the season, which we don't. So there's that. But he's got a good shot of winning it.
He was really good when he was on the PA voice. We had him for a couple games last week. Fortunately, there another pitch, low and outside to Lawson Wheeler. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on. Lots of 2s in the bottom of this second inning. Wheeler's going to chop that one over to second, and he'll just make the play. That'll be Knowles stepping on second. But another run comes across to score for the Wake Forest Fungo. It's 2-0 after 2.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Oliver's Towing and Recovery is a family-owned and operated local business since 1965. This local family business does towing and recovery in and surrounding areas of Granville County. Oliver's Towing and Recovery also does jump starts, lockouts, tire changes, fuel delivery, local and long-distance tows, and medium and heavy-duty towing. Call today if you need a pick-me-up from Oliver's Towing and Recovery at 919-693-2520. That's 919-693-2520, or find them online at oliverstowingllc.com. There's nothing too big or too small for Oliver's Towing and Recovery.
Unforgettaballs.com. 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 Now that I have your attention, I want to take a moment to tell you about Unforgettaballs.com. Unforgettaballs.com specializes in hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. They also create a customized coaster, bottle opener, and so much more. Visit their website today at unforgettaballs.com and follow them on all of their social media outlets today. That's unforgettaballs.com.
Hey, welcome back to Wake Forest Fungo Baseball here on Next Door Radio. Top of the third, 2-0 for your Fungo on this Thursday. Ruck ready? Nice breaking ball on the outside. Strike number 1 to kick off this bottom half of the third. Again, 1 in the first, 1 in the second. Let's continue that string of stoppage right here, but line drive to the right center. Picked up by the right fielder. He rounds first, but he will stay put.
Now batting
So the first batter for Edenton and the Steamers with a single. Coming in to bat is number 16 in Paget. Paget. Hey, Martinez. O'Rourke ready to go. Keeps an eye there at first base. He does not go inside. Looked to be on the chalk, but calls a strike anyway, which is in favor of the Fungo, so we're okay. 0-1 is the count. No outs here in the top half of the third. Good lead there at first base. And number 16, Ruck is ready. Pops it up. Who wants it? It's going to be in the middle of nowhere. But there's the center fielder will come in and for out number 1.
Now batting the left fielder, number 23, Jackson Ellison.
So Ellison is coming in to bat, number 23 for the Steamers. Again, 1 out here in the top half of the third. Already 1 hit across here so far. Ruck eyes him down, takes his time. Ready, does not go, foul back. Again, another blow pop for the returnee of that ball. Again, a beautiful day here, 86 degrees. The sun is not quite as hot as was first game or game time yesterday. Ruck ready. Ball hit him behind his glove. He's ready now. Runner does not go at first. Swings through. Strike number 1. No, 0-2, he says. So 0-2 is the count. Still 1 out here in the top half of the third. 2-0 for your Fungo. Good lead there at first base. Ruck's ready. Does not go again. Grounder in the middle of the field. 1-2, and he is safe at first. Tried to turn the double play, but it was unsuccessful. But a good job there by both second and shortstop to grab that. So 2 out still.
Gio Santana.
Now 1 at the first. Santana comes up to bat. So Ellison with the force play. Ruck's ready now. Stays there at first. Outside breaking ball, ball number 1. So 1-0 is the count. 2 outs here in the top of the third. 2-0 in favor of your Fungo. About 2 or 3 steps bigger lead there at first base. Ruck eyes him down and stares him down. He's ready now. Does not go. Swings through. Strike number 1. So 1-1 is your count. Again, the Edenton comes in with their kind of UNC Wilmington colors. Little teal, gold and black stripes. Again, on a hot streak themselves, comes up and strike number 2. 1-2 is your count. 2 outs here in the top half of the third. Continuing the streak for Ruck, who's been an impressive his couple outings. Ruck's ready now. He does not go there at first. Another breaking ball outside, and he remains there at first. Again, great stop by the catcher in Rutecki, Jackson Rutecki, for 22 for the Fungo. Will Hood-man in there at first base. Has him close to the bag there at first. Ruck's ready. Does not go. Pops it up. It's going to be behind the press box. And 2-2. 2 outs here in the top half of the third. And Ruck has been impressive to this point. Can allow the leadoff single to their catcher in Tyler Obradis. Popped up again past the press box. Another free blow pop for the returnee of that baseball. So it remains 2-2. Again, one more. Getting the deep lead there at first base. Obradis. Ruck's ready. Batter's ready. Does not go high and full count. So 3-2, 2 outs. Good pitch here. Nice little ground ball. Get it out of his inning to head to the bottom half of the third. And Woodhood's going to step off and let him roam free over there, should you say. Ruck's ready. And he Overrush takes off. Pops it up to left field. He controls it under it and out number 3. So the Fungo go into the bottom half of the third, up 2-0 here on Next Door Radio.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Breakthrough Physical Therapy can help athletes and their families find pain relief with lasting results to keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across North Carolina and South Carolina, contact Breakthrough today at breakthrough-pt.com to see a physical therapist. Breakthrough Physical Therapy, a trusted choice for keeping athletes and their fans in the game.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect restaurant or the right clothes. It also feels really good making the right insurance decision. That's where State Farm agent Margia White can help. Stop in at 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson and let her help you select the right protection at the right price. State Farm agent Margia White will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you know what to expect when the unexpected happens. Stop by and visit today at 234 Raleigh Road or give her a call at 252-598-0163. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, we made it easy for you here on Next Door Radio and nextdoorradio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Next Door Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Next Door with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s, classic rock, you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Next Door Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores.
For us from UVA Wise, number 2, Nick Badgett.
Nick Badgett, the man of the hour to this point. Leadoff home run for the Fungo. Got the scoring going for this Fungo program. Again, lining up for a great crowd here in Wake Forest on both sides of the dugouts for home and away for Thirsty Thursday. Dunham is ready. In for a breaking ball strike number 1. So 0-1. No outs here in the bottom half of the third. Again, Josh Ruck has done a tremendous job to this point. Giving up a couple hits. Downham is ready. Outside, ball number 1. So 1-1 again. 1 in the bottom first, 1 in the second. And Nick Badgett is ready, and he singles up the middle for his second hit of the day. He'll round first and remain there. So,
Now batting
Evan
for
Harding
Community College, number 13, Evan Harding.
is coming up to bat. And Nick Badgett with some speed. Got a couple steals to his name to this point. So he's ready now. Looked to be outside and a little high, and Evan Harding didn't like that whatsoever. But nonetheless, 1-0-1 is your count. Nick Badgett there at first with a nice little lead there, first baseman. And Kirk is ready, keeps him close. Kind of falling asleep over there a little bit. Nick Badgett sees that like we do, setting up a little bit high. Looks like he might have a nice little early lead. About 3 or 4 steps away from first. Downham's ready, and he caught him sleeping for Nick Badgett. Can he get past the... Now over to first. Nick Badgett staying alive so far. Fakes it, and is continuing to run. He's finally out there at second base. So, caught him in the rundown, and Nick Badgett is out. So now, 1 out here in the bottom half of the third. Evan Harding now has empty nester, should you say, so nobody on base now. Again, nice move down him to get Nick Badgett on his toes. So Evan Harding, 0-1, 1 out now in the bottom half of the third. Looking to continue that scoring streak going for the Fungo here. Good breaking ball right down the middle. So it is 0-2 now. So Evan Harding, be strong here. So 1-2 now. Again, the infield, shortstop, and second base are playing on the grass. Pop it up. It's going to come behind the press box, and it will remain 1-2. Like we were saying, shortstop and the second baseman, Knowles and Myers, playing extremely deep, waiting for the baseball to get to them. And the third baseman and the first baseman, and Garza and Kirk are playing in. So kind of one or two steps away from the infield grass, and the other two are sitting on the grass, with the outfield coming right field and left field, or should I say right field is a little short. Center field and left field are deep. Got some scouting report for this Fungo. Evan Hardy ready now. Outside, doesn't call a strike, so 3-2. The count's full. Anthony Mita is on deck. He struck out his first time at bat. Get him on. And an extremely patient hitter in Anthony Mita. Swings through, strike out. So 2 outs now. So Evan Harding falls to 0-2 on the day. We mentioned Anthony Mita, left field, number 6 for this Fungo program, who was committed to, was at Campbell University with 338 batting average this past year. He has announced his transfer portal. So we're waiting to find out who picks him up here before the school season starts. And it's going to be a hard grounder. Nobody there to pick him up, and Anthony Mita is going to beat it out. Nice infield single just out of reach of the first baseman, and handed into the glove of Knowles, but the pitcher wasn't ready and got him. Anthony Mita had a easy single to his name. So he's 1-2 on the day. So still 2 outs. Nobody across to this point. But Jackson Rutecki, the catcher for the Fungo program, is up to bat. 324 on the year for this Jackson Rutecki. Said 71 at-bats, but he does have 90 plate appearances, 24 base hits this year. He's ready. So Anthony Mita, short lead there at first. Dancing. I love when players dance on the base pass. Gets the pitcher kind of second-guessing what he wants to do here. So, again, another short lead. Saw what he did with Nick Badgett getting caught on his toes. Another pickoff move, that time unsuccessful. And Mita gets back. So, still 2-0. 1 in the first, 1 in the second. Leadoff home run for Nick Badgett, who got caught on the base pass. 2-1 is your count. Anthony Mita stands alone on the base pass to this point. Getting a great crowd here for Thirsty Thursday in Wake Forest. Mayor of Wake Forest is in the attendance here this evening. I did ask her to come up to the press box for an interview, but she told me no. She's like, I'm good. Nothing wrong with that, though. I have to just throw a microphone down to her. We'll see. Rutecki's ready. Mita dancing on the base pass once again. He does not go inside, and he walks him. So Nick Badgett started with the single, strikeout for Evan Harding, single by Mita, and Rutecki walks. So that comes up with Alex Pasamato. Flew out his first time at bat. Still 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third. Now we've got some runners in scoring position for this Fungos program. So you got some good speed on the base pass, especially Mita. Anthony Mita on base. And it's going to fly to right field. It's going to get past the right fielder all the way up to the wall. Mita will come around. Jackson Rutecki around third, and he's going to stay put. No, he does. He keeps going, and he's safe. He's in. Gets under the glove of Overitis. So that's 2 across here in the bottom half of the third. 4-0 is your new score in favor of the Fungo. So Alex Impasamato with a 2-out double. He's 1 for 2 on the year, or on the day. A 2-run double count to his name, first 2 RBIs of the day. So Downham is going to have a pitching mound visit. We talked a little bit about it historically after the pitching mound. More for the Fungo rather than the away team. But historically, after this pitching mound visit, strike is immediately the next pitch. So we'll see if that holds true here. But Will Hood, who singled his first at bat, is playing first today over Hogan Stallings, who also played in last night's ball game. So 2 outs here, already 2 across. Continue the string of consecutive innings with a base runner across. And historically stays true. Strike number 1 after the pitching mound, or after the mound visit from their head coach. Downham ready. Good lead there on a second baseman. Pasamato up high, 1-1. So Justin Hill, the head coach and manager for this Edenton Steamers. Josh was mentioned earlier that they have been on a hot streak. Their last loss was against this Fungos program. So Downham ready. 1-1 is your count, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third. Already 2 across. Foul tip into the glove, strike number 2. So Impasamato, who also has some wheels this season. With a 2-run double. And it's going to grounder up the right-hand side, picked up by the second baseman, and he overthrows it. Does he keep it? And they're going to say he kept his foot on the bag. So that ends the bottom half of the third. 2 across for the Fungo. Your new score, 4 for the Fungo, 0 for the Steamers. You're tuned in to Wake Forest Fungo Baseball here on Next Door Radio.
Audio Jungle.
On behalf of everyone at Oliver's Towing, Towing for a Cure, in memory of Denise Ellis, Sandra Newton, along with all who have lost their battle, and in honor of all living survivors. 100% of all ticket sales and proceeds go to Pretty in Pink Foundation in Raleigh, North Carolina, on behalf of breast cancer awareness. The raffle tickets are for sale, $25 each, or 5 for $100. First place, custom wrap snap on toolbox, $2,500 value. Second, a Vase Texas Roadhouse gift card, that's $550 value. Third place, a Roku 55-inch TV, a $248 value. Fourth, breast cancer theme die-cast NASCAR and gas card, that's a $90 value. Fifth place, Steel Magnolias gift card, $50 value. Sixth place, Fishing Creek gift basket. Drawing will be held at the Boyd GM on October 28th at 2 p.m. You do not have to be present to win. Again, 100% of all ticket sales and proceeds go to Pretty in Pink Foundation in Raleigh, North Carolina. For more information, you can contact 919-693-2520 for all purchases or questions. Pretty in Pink Foundation, sponsored by everyone at Oliver's Towing. Towing for a Cure, in memory of Denise Ellis, Sandra Newton, along with all who have lost their battle, and in honor of all living survivors. They are selling t-shirts and bracelets. T-shirts are starting at $12, depending on size, and bracelets are only $3 each. Towing for a Cure, Pretty in Pink Foundation, sponsored by everyone at Oliver's Towing. More information, 919-693-2520.
Here at the top half of the fourth, you're tuned in to Fungo Baseball here on Next Door Radio. My name is Trey Snow, of course, joining me, Josh, as well. So 0-1 after the foul ball past the behind the press box here for Ruck, who's had an impressive 3 innings to this point, looking to continue his consecutive outings with strong starts. So Ruck's ready. 1-1 is the count. High once again. Again, Jackson Rutecki holds his hands out, so just relax a little bit, calm down, asking for a new ball. All three of these pitches here in the top half of the fourth have been extremely high. Fortunately, he was able to chase one here. Ruck's ready. Going to be grounded to the shortstop for the Fungo. And he picks it up at first. Will Hood remains on the bag for out number 1.
Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Tanner Knowles.
So Myers is 0-2 on the day. Tanner Knowles, second base, number 25, also is 0 for 1 on the day. So we have one out here in the top half of the fourth. Again, Ruck going into his 3 1/3 innings. He's ready. Good breaking ball. Catches the inside corner for strike number 1. Ruck's got that breaking ball down pat today. Gets away for ball number 1 and rolls up the base. Rolls up the first base line. Jackson picks it up. Throws it right back to Ruck. Ruck owns a 4.00 ERA to this point. Again, looking good so far. Looking to get that down a little bit here. Good breaking ball. Fouls back. 1-2 is the count. 1 out. But in the top half of the fourth, 4-0 in favor of the Fungo. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third on the double by Alex Impasamato. Foul back for number 25 in Knowles. They're calling fair as there's a baseball game, slow pitch softball on our right side of the field. Back in the day, you know, playing with church league softball, a lot of fun.
No.
So Ruck's ready now. 1 out here in the top half of the fourth. Another fouled for Knowles. And he's 0-1 on the day. Flew out his first time at bat. So again, Ruck, once he's settled down, after Ratecky talked to him for a moment, he has been impressive here. And another foul back by Knowles. Good at bat for Knowles here against this Fungos program. And we thank our friends over at Blackbird Brewing Company being a part of our Thirsty Thursday here this season. Ruck's ready. High. So now it's 2-2. So this is going on a 10-pitch at bat. And Ruck kind of smile a little bit. Now he's ready. Pulls the glove in the set position. He's ready. Breaking ball, and he catches it the inside corner. Ratecky throws it to third. Good pitch. And Knowles falls to 0-2 with a flyout and a strikeout. Now Homestead is ready now. 0 for 1 on the day. So 1 out. Ready. Breaking ball, catches the outside, but he's called a ball. And Ratecky tried to frame that, pick it up from the dirt, but unsuccessful. So 1-0 is the count. Still 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Inside, doesn't call a strike, so 2-0. And we have seen a new umpire staff tonight for Thirsty Thursday. Breaking ball outside, ball number 3. So he goes to 3-0 now, still 1 out, after battling for Knowles, who threw a 11-pitch at bat. Correction, 12-pitch with those couple balls, but he catches the inside. Now we hit 3-0, looking to get the strike here, and he does. Ruck has 9 innings pitched to this point. Start against Tarboro and Fuquay, and he walks him on 4 or 5 pitches.
Now batting the third baseman, number 7, Ty Garza.
So Ty Garza flew out his last at bat. 1 out, now a runner on first. So in Tarboro pitched 5 innings, looking to beat that here. Gave up 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Against Fuquay, 4 innings, got the win. 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 errors, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So his 3rd game this season starting. Jackson Rutecki from Campbell University takes a timeout to go settle him down after throwing 5 of 6 for balls. Ruck looks at the short lead there at first. He does not go. Going to be grounded to the shortstop, and he has to hold on to it. Couldn't get rid of it. So an infield single for Garza.
Now batting the first baseman, number 29, Gabe Kirk.
Gabe Kirk fly out his first time, so he is 0-1. So runners at scoring position here, first and second, 1 out here in the top half of the 4th. Again, Josh Ruck looking to continue his impressive summer league ball. Breaking ball straight down the middle, strike number 1. So Woodhood does not stand on first base to get the pickoff move deep there at first, but the shortstop in Badgett is walking him back to second base there after Homestead with the walk and then Garza with the single. He has a small lead there at second base. Ruck's ready. It's going to be a grounder, goes to third, or goes to Ruck. He's going to flip it over to Will Hood, and that is the end of the top half of the 4th. We head to the bottom half, leading 4-0 for the Fungo.
Audio Jungle.
The Triangle's newest worship team, the Kingdom at Hand Praise Band, will be leading worship July 21st at Temple Wilson Church. Temple Wilson is located at 7369 US 301, La Cama, North Carolina. The Recovery Alive service will begin at 7 p.m. Be a part of this free event debuting the Kingdom at Hand Praise Band.
King of all kings, Lord of all lords, your majesty reigns over all the earth. You, Lord of God.
For more information, please email goaliemusicman@gmail.com. The Triangle's newest worship team, the Kingdom at Hand Praise Band, will be leading worship July 21st at Temple Wilson Church. Temple Wilson is located at 7369 US 301, La Cama, North Carolina. The Recovery Alive service will begin at 7 p.m. Be a part of this free event debuting the Kingdom at Hand Praise Band. For more information, please email goaliemusicman@gmail.com.
Hey, we made it easy for you here on Next Door Radio and nextdoorradio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Next Door Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Next Door with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s classic rock you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Next Door Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores.
Welcome back to Wake Forest Fungo Baseball here on the Next Door Radio. Tom Martinez will come up to bat. He struck out his first time at bat. We're at the bottom half of the 4th. We scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 in the third. Martinez inside for ball number 1. So Downham is still, number 15 is still out there here in the pitching his 4th, or really 3 1/3 here. Popped up to center. and he doesn't move at all. Playing extremely deep there in center field, but
the extra hitter number 17,
Martinez
Austin Williams.
will fly out. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Austin Williams, who walked his first time at bat, will come up here. 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th. Nobody on. Downham ready. Outside, and you call the strike. Good breaking ball by Downham. And we appreciate you tuning in to our live stream here today by way of Nextdoor Radio mobile app, the nextdoorradio.com video stream. Austin Williams fouls it to the third base line, and it's going to be 0-2, 1 out. But also the Wake Forest Fungo Facebook page, or the YouTube channel as well. Remains 84 degrees on a thirsty Thursday. We like to say it's a perfect day to grab a cold, ice-cold drink from our friends at Blackbird Brewing Company. 4-0 is your score. 1-2 is the count. 1 out after Tommy Martinez flew out deep to center field. Anywhere else besides here in Wake Forest, that might have been gone. Center fielder's playing where he can almost touch the outfield fence. Breaking ball, and he strikes him out. So Austin Williams goes down with a strikeout. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 4th.
College, the DH number 41, Hunter Stone.
Hunter Stone, the DH, number 41, singled his first time at bat. Be good to see Hunter Stone continue his impressive last couple at bats. Hunter Stone ready. Gets his bat on his shoulder, dancing a little bit. Downham has to step off. Just like on the base pass, you can see as a batter, if you kind of move your bat a lot and kind of move a little bit there, and the batter's box kind of throws off the pitcher as well. Downham ready. Swings through it. Strike number 1. Again, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 4th. If you're just tuning in, we appreciate you tuning in to Wake Forest Fungo, and of course all year long. This last Thursday of the year for the Fungo. Again, 5 more home games before we end the season. Of course, we've got a couple away games as well. 1-1, 2 outs here in the bottom half. Hunter Stone looks to keep his impressive day going, but of course, with his .333 batting average on the year, 24 plate appearances, swings through for strike number 2. Does 7 hits on the year. 4 singles, 1 double. He's got 2 home runs on the year, 9 RBIs, and that lone hit by pitch a couple games ago. Downham makes some swings through. A quick inning from Downham for the Steamers of Edenton. So going into the top half of the 5th, 4-0 in favor of the Fungo.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect restaurant or the right clothes. It also feels really good making the right insurance decision. That's where State Farm agent Margie White can help. Stop in at 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson and let her help you select the right protection at the right price. State Farm agent Margie White will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you know what to expect when the unexpected happens. Stop by and visit today at 234 Raleigh Road or give her a call at 252-598-0163. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Breakthrough Physical Therapy can help athletes and their families find pain relief with lasting results to keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across North Carolina and South Carolina, contact Breakthrough today at breakthrough-pt.com to see a physical therapist. Breakthrough Physical Therapy, a trusted choice for keeping athletes and their fans in the game. Hey, we made it easy for you here on Nextdoor Radio and nextdoorradio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Nextdoor Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Nextdoor with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s, classic rock you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Nextdoor radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores.
Jaden Bailey from Chowan University.
Back inside JB Flaherty Park, I'm back on play-by-play. Thank you, Trey, for taking over during the whatever we'll call that little bit of time. Jaden Bailey on the mound now for the Wake Forest Fungo. We haven't seen him in quite a little minute. Have we seen Bailey? That will do it for Josh Ruck, who had a very, very solid outing so far with the Wake Forest Fungo. Trey, what did you like from Ruck on the mound?
Look, he's been impressive all year. He's lowered his ERA by a whole run. So he wasn't impressive. He was relaxed. The one time, back on the top half of the third, he got a little bit erratic. Jackson Rotecki did a good job about controlling his emotions, told him to calm down. And then the next at bat, what happened? He made the guy fly out. So impressive outing by Ruck. Continues his impressive season summer league. Drops his, we mentioned, ERA by a whole run. And here come the Edenton, the Steamers. Talking about the Steamers. Every time I say the Steamers, I'm thinking about clams. I'm thinking about oysters. Man, we do an oyster roast once a year there in Charleston. Pop up behind us, out of play.
Foul ball. I mean, you've been talking a lot about clams and steamers. You're getting me hungry up here. Food. Thirsty Thursday, some clam and some beer is always a
That's right.
good little mix. So Tate Abbott up. He grounded out back in the second inning. Went over 3 yesterday with a sacrifice fly in their big win over Outer Banks. The Scallywags, I believe, is what they're called out there in the Outer Banks. Always some fun names in the second league we had.
The Fire Frogs out of Florida for the Atlanta Braves organization.
Abbott grounds out on the right side to Will Hood for the first out of the top of the fifth inning. So new pitcher, same story so far, as the Steamers just are struggling to get men on board. That brings up Tyler Overitis, who singled back in the third inning.
You got to love what Ruck did, but Jaden Bailey from Wake Forest North County, of course, played his high school ball at Roseville, a junior there at Chowan, and they've always had a really good baseball program at Chowan. I know they got a good football program. I had a friend from high school that played football there at Chowan.
I feel like you know almost everybody in the state of North Carolina at this point.
Well, you know.
Overitis hits that one down the right field line. That one will be a fair ball. That should be extra bases, and he'll get into second. He could have gone in there standing. He decided to slide and get his pants a little dirty. So a double for Tyler Overitis. He's 2 for 2 on the day now.
Again, just on the inside of the foul line for a nice double. Again, just hit it perfectly. Wasn't hit very hard, but a good job by the right fielder for the Fungo and Impasamato to kind of get over there quickly to limit that to just a double. And so the second batter here in the top half of the fifth is now in running and scoring position.
Drifton Paget, looks at a first pitch strike. It's easy to get him mixed up with Nick Paget on the other side. And he also has a brother on this team, Chandler Paget. Both play college ball at the same area out at NC Wesleyan, and Paget will hit that ball on the ground towards short. A cross-body throw for Paget. They're just saying he's
no
safe.
way.
So Paget beats out Paget. And by the end of the night, I'm going to have my tongue in a whole little sailor's knot.
You know, I looked at my TV,
Jackson,
and I got my camera in the what's called my car. I might have to go get that bad boy. That looks safe up here. Got a good play by the shortstop for the Fungo in Nick Paget.
So Jacob Ellison comes up now. He reached on a fielder's choice back in the third inning. First pitch from Bailey, inside and low, ball 1. Ellison went 1 for 1 yesterday against the Outer Banks as a .500 average, 3 runs on the year, and was hit by a pitch. Not a whole lot of action for the Chesapeake, Virginia native. Looks another pitch high, 2-0.
And Jaden Bailey has been another impressive pitcher. Again, that's one thing. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, using position players across the nation for Summer League. One, it's hot. They're just getting done now here in July.
Next pitch high again, 3-0.
And so they're starting to kind of either lose pitchers because they're going back to school or whatnot to get ready for the season. But one thing about the Fungo, they've done a tremendous job of staffing this baseball program with great young pitching.
So a 4-pitch walk issued by Jaden Bailey. I mean, we love talking about the announcer jinx. I don't want to bring it up just yet, but it is
Santana.
perfect timing. That brings up Jumar Santana, who leads this team in batting average and on base percentage. That is going to bring a conversation on the mound for head coach Jake Jones and Jaden Bailey. Bases loaded, 1 gone, so a ground ball would most likely end the inning. There's some speed on those bases for the Steamers. But you mentioned the lack of pitching across the nation, and it's actually funny because the Wake Forest Fungo brought in 2 new guys today who there's a Blake Beard and then a
What a great name.
Blake Beard. It's
Oh,
a great
man.
name. And then I believe it's Eli Ortiz is the other one.
And where are they from? Did I throw you under the bus?
They did throw me.
My
Well, so
bad.
my notes, because the internet here has been so spotty today, did not save my notes on these players. So I don't know if Blake Beard's the right name. There is an Ortiz, but they do have 2 new pitchers that are here today.
0-1 is the count. 1 out here in the top half of the 5th. Bases loaded. And Bailey looking to get a ground ball here. Nice swing through for strike number 2.
So an 0-2 count now to the extra hitter, the leadoff man who's yet to get on base today, leading the Steamers in on base runners and average. That pitch got him, strike 3, a 3-pitch looking a strikeout. And we talked a lot this season about how those pitching conversations out there on the mound normally yield good results for the Fungo. They did again just then.
We talk about some position players. We see Austin Williams has pitched for us. We saw Jackson Rutecki pitch for us. Both position players, both catchers, both play a little outfield, both play a little second base.
Tommy Martinez pitched the last time these 2 teams played. He pitched a whole inning. Another 0-2 count. So Jaden Bailey, given the confidence he needed now in 0-2 count to Luke Myers, who reached on an error back in the 1st inning.
I don't know what Coach Jones says to these players in the hit him. Man.
Well, we were just in the middle of talking about, but a hit by pitch on an 0-2 count, just not what you want to see after he just lost control. Pitch slips out of his hands, and that will bring up Tanner Knowles, lined out into right field his first time up back in the 1st inning.
Limited with, again, bases loaded, 2 outs here. Limit to that 1 run with a ground ball here or a fly out. The confidence too high for the breaking ball. 1-0. We talked a little bit before. I don't know what Coach Jones says to these players when he goes up to the pitcher's mound for these coaching visits. Historically, we talked a little bit about it before. Inside ball number 2.
So that one nearly gets him.
But it's been historically where the first 1 or 2 pitches have been strikes or an out. And those first 2 there were strikes before the hit by pitch to bring in a run. And 4-1 is your new score. Line drive.
That one's going to bring in a run. That one might bring in 2. Runner around 3rd. The cut throw was cut off. And so it looked like Jaden Bailey and the Wake Forest Fungo were going to be 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Instead, now 3 runs come across, about a hit by a pitch and a 2 RBI single, and it's a 1-run ball game.
Homestead coming up, number 12. Right fielder fly out, walk his first 2 times. So already 3rd time around for these Steamers.
So Davis Halstead, like you just mentioned, went 1 for 3 with a walk and 3 runs scored in yesterday's win over the Outer Banks Scallywags. And I mean, we just love talking about those names. I think my favorite one has to be the Trash Pandas, that AA team.
Oh, yeah.
Way down in southern U.S. It's some great names. You got some Montgomery Biscuits. Obviously, the Durham Bulls, a local AAA affiliate of Tampa. Here, that pitch lined down the left field line, foul for strike 1.
So we've got, I looked it up here, we got the Rocket City Trash Pandas, Amarillo Sod Poodles, well, there you go, Binghamton Rumble Ponies, Akron Rubber Ducks.
Oh, you gotta love the Rubber
That's
Duckies,
fantastic.
man.
Albuquerque Isotopes.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, there you go.
Next pitch, high, ball 2. So 2-1 count now. 2 outs, 3 runs across. Davis Halstead looking to potentially tie this game with that runner on second.
Learn a lot from our broadcast here. Tuning
We like
in
being,
all
we like
season
being
long.
educational.
That's right.
Next pitch popped up, but into foul territory for another blow pop.
There you go.
Haven't said that in a couple innings. We've been trying to figure out some technical issues, but there's so many great minor, and it's kind of the thing when you have so many baseball teams around America where you're going to have some crazy names, but it's so fun that there are teams like the Trash Painters or the Isotopes or the Rubber Ducks that have those silly names, but then feed into their team name and do all sorts of activities in their ballpark around that. That pitch will be lined directly to the left fielder, but it goes over his head. A bad read from Anthony Mita in left, and that will score the tying run. That might score the go-ahead run. The throw is cut off, and Nick Badgett will hold it. So a 5-run fifth makes it 5-4, and that one's on a bad read by Anthony Mita off the bat.
So you can't, unfortunately, you just can't let this
Garza.
Steamers program hang in there. You made one mistake, hit by pitch, walked in a run, and now a couple base hits is now 5-run inning here in the top half of the 5th, up by 1 are the Steamers.
So Ty Garza now with Halstead standing on. First he grounded out back in the 2nd inning, and he's going to hit the first ball foul down the right field line, 0-1. And we talked a little bit about, we talked at the beginning about how Anthony Mita doesn't normally play in left field. He's normally a second baseman or a shortstop. You could see he wasn't his natural position because he had a bad read on that ball and it just went straight over his head.
Just a bad read. Stopped his feet, tried to catch it in the air on the line drive.
That pitch going to be popped up. Martinez trying to find it in the sun, and he does. So he gets the 3rd out, but not before the Steamers take the lead. It's 5-4 after a big 5th inning. We'll be back for the bottom.
Audio Jungle.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Breakthrough Physical Therapy can help athletes and their families find pain relief with lasting results to keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across North Carolina and South Carolina, contact Breakthrough today at breakthrough-pt.com to see a physical therapist. Breakthrough Physical Therapy, a trusted choice for keeping athletes and their fans in the game. Action Graphics is a family-owned and operated business located in Oxford at 603 Roxborough Road. Anything you might need for your business, home, or just because, Action Graphics has you covered. Sign, screen printing, and embroidery, digital printed signs, vinyl signs, banners, routed signs, sandblasted signs, laser etching, plaques, trophies, and more. Also screen printing, metal plasma cutting. Action Graphics has many more surfaces. All you have to do is ask. Call today at 919-690-1260. Hey, we made it easy for you here on Next Door Radio and nextdoorradio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Next Door Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Next Door with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s, classic rock, you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Next Door Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores.
Bottom of the 5th inning here inside JB Flaherty Park. Josh Partosic, Trey Snide on the call for NextDoorRadio.com, the Next Door Radio app, and the Wake Forest Fungo Facebook live stream today. YouTube is being a little finicky, but Lawson Wheeler will now lead off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Wake Forest Fungo. He grounded out back in the 2nd. After a big 5th inning, that pitch catches the outside corner 0-2. So 5 runs come across, and I think it all starts with that hit by pitch with 2 strikes and 2 outs, and that just kind of unraveled things for the Fungo.
Well, look at the bright side there. You only limit it to with the bases loaded with 5 runs. Of course, that stings, but now you're only down by 1. You're not down by 2 or 3. So good job by Jaden Bailey to not get rattled. Of course, so close to being out, 1 pitch away from limiting the damage to 0. But unfortunately hit the pitch, walked it in, and then a couple hits to bring in a total of 5 runs. I do have a trivia after this pitch here. See if you can answer this one, okay?
Well, I've been struggling with the trivia that you've been
That's
giving
all right.
me. We'll go back to the Clayton days as Wheeler's going to hit that one. It's going to be kind of shanked into shallow left field, and the left fielder, Ellison, will make the easy out for the first out in the bottom of this
Now
fifth
batting
inning.
number 2, Nick
And I got him on the inside and popped it up. All right, here's trivia. You ready?
We'll see.
How many total, I don't know if you saw it on my laptop or not, how many total names are there in minor league baseball? Total
Okay, well, let's
names
see.
in minor league,
Total
across
names?
the league.
I'm going to
Across the
well,
league.
let's see. So there's 30 MLB teams, and there's 3 levels of minor league baseball. 4. That's right. You have the low class A. So that's at least 120.
You got low A, high A, doubles, triple.
So I'm going to go with 130. 115. There's got to be at least like 1 or 2 that are repeats.
Let me give you the good news or the bad news first.
Give me the good news first, actually.
You're close.
Well, close. I'll
Bad
take it.
news, you're wrong. There you go.
Well, there we go. So 2-0 pitch, low for ball 3. So how many are there?
160.
Okay, so I was like
You're close.
close in a relative
Yeah.
sense.
160.
I should have gone higher.
Sure,
I really
you
should have
should've.
gone higher.
No.
That's really unfortunate. I thought there'd be some wacky names. A 4-pitch walk issue to Nick Badgett, and honestly, I don't think that
Now
anyone
number
on the
13,
Steamers,
Evan Harding.
including that man on the mound in Hank Downham, really wanted to pitch Nick Badgett, who's 2 for 2 with a home run and a single.
Well, fortunately, Nick Badgett got a coaching mound visit. Nick Badgett, after he got, of course, lead off with a home run, single his last at bat, walked here, but his last at bat, he got caught red-handed over there and was a pickoff move where he wasn't ready. It was a nice little rundown. He did pretty good of lasting out there, but a quick little coaching. That's probably the quickest I think I've ever seen.
We do see some arms warming up in the Steamers bullpen. We'll get you the names when they come out there. It's a little tough to see from our vantage point. Like it's number 21 of the...
That's the catcher.
Just kidding. That is the catcher. So I was going to give you the catcher's name, who probably most likely won't pitch. I don't think we're going to have another incident like we had last week. That pitch high, ball 1.
Evan Harding just knew the umpire was going to call a strike on that, looked at it, kind of talked it up a little bit. Again, the stocky Evan Harding. Nice little line drive, potentially can score. Nick Badgett there from first.
1-0 pitch from down on that one off the outside corner, 1-1.
Good pitch. Again, Evan Harding having a tremendous season at this point. 394 on the year, 86 plate appearances, 71 at-bats. He has 28 hits on the year, 19 of those singles. He has 24 RBI. And I believe that is tied for first. It is.
He also has 12 stolen bases as well. And speaking of Nick Badgett, who's out there, Badgett, they tried a pickoff move on him, who was caught napping, like you mentioned, his last time up, and they're going to try it again. This time he seems to be a little more vigilant. He does have 9 stolen bases on the year, but was caught in a rundown his last time up. Still a 1-1 count. With 1 gone in this bottom of the 5th, that next pitch downstairs and outside.
And
Ball
down
2.
coming into the bottom half of the 5th, has now coming out now with the 1-run lead, looking for the Fungo to kind of get that momentum back, and it starts right here after the leadoff walk.
2-1 pitch from down, and that one bounces in. That one gets behind the backstop, and that will allow Nick Badgett to get into scoring position and most likely get rid of a double play opportunity. So wild pitch from Downham on the mound.
3-1 is the count.
So 3-1 count now to Evan Harding. As Overriders just could not corral that one behind the dish. Still only 1 gone, now the tying run in scoring position. That pitch right down the middle, strike. Well, look down the middle from my vantage point, but Evan Harding will start to walk towards first base for the home plate umpire signaled strike 2.
Well, you think it's a ball because when the catcher has to go above his face mask to go catch it, you think it's going to be a ball, but
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. So a big out for the Steamers and Downham as well, who's now just 1 out away from going through 5 innings and has really kind of settled down back in that 4th and this 5th inning. But that might be the end of it. It does look like they're going to bring in a new pitcher for the Steamers after that last out. We'll have to see who comes in. But a good day of work for Downham. So Hank Downham finishes his day. We'll have to see if Evan Harding comes around for that run. But a pretty solid day all around. He is someone that in his last 3 appearances had at least 2 strikeouts. Make that his last 4, because he had quite a few today. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 strikeouts, at least on my book, and I missed an entire inning. So there could have been more that I missed there. So a very solid day for Hank Downham. They'll bring in a big left-hander. We'll have to get a look on his number in just a second. That's me, number 14, Ruben Costin, the big left-hander, the redshirt freshman from Midlothian, Virginia, from East Stroudsburg University. Just had 1 inning pitched. No hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Has not pitched yet for the Steamers this season, at least from our vantage point.
He likes to look at his rotation here. He brings the ball, the baseball, all the way back. You know, you see those little jumper or those little bungee cords. Feels like he's taking it back and then he releases it and it shoots his arm forward. So it's going to be interesting to see if this Fungo program can kind of pick up that quick release. Once it gets there, then it comes fast towards the plate. So good arm movement.
He did apparently have a contest, or he did apparently go 4.2 innings pitched in a matchup against Clayton early in the year, had 6 strikeouts and no runs again. So this is a very deep Edenton Steamers bullpen, which is something that we've said a lot about the Fungo as well, with their ability to just throw really anybody out there to get some good work of inning. And
well, no, they got some size though. Edge 1 pitcher that's coming up are extremely tall.
A bunch of guys that are over that 6-foot mark. I believe they have a 6'7" guy on their team as well, which is just a little tall for my liking.
Well, I'm
guy,
6'3", so there's that. But
you have a guy, anyone that's really over 6'3" on the mound, it's like they're towering over you almost, which is just it's a nice intimidation factor that you can use on the mound if you're a pitcher.
There's a lot of in the Major League Draft this year. There was a lot of guys that were above the 6'5", 6'7" range this year. In high school, a 2-way player was 6'8" this year. It's unbelievable.
I don't know what they're feeding the kids. It's something in those. It's something in the chicken.
I need my 6-year-old to be about 6'5", you know, to make Daddy happy. That's all
Need
I'm
to
saying.
be 7 feet by the time he, gets into middle school.
Daddy be happy. Won't have to work. Look at steal. Good job.
Runner goes. Nick Badgett, a great lead and a stand-up steal for him. Make that his 10th on the year. And now he is just 90 feet away from tying this game up. But there are 2 outs.
But you do have Anthony Amita up there, who has a hit to his name to this point. Very patient batter, and there he is. He doesn't like that one at all. We could tell when we think it's a bat, or Amita thinks it's a bad pitch, because he will immediately look over to the umpire.
He likes having slight we'll call them discussions or disagreements with the home plate umpire, because like 2 recent lefty v lefty matchup, 2-0 or the 0-2 pitch is fouled off behind home plate. Amita stays alive.
We mentioned base hit right here. Will score run with Badgett over, has stole 2nd and 3rd at 1 pass ball, and the catcher didn't even have a chance to throw it there 3rd.
0-2 pitch with 2 gone in this bottom of the 5th inning. That pitch bounces away, and luckily for Overitis, it bounced directly into that 3rd base path line. Otherwise, Badgett may have decided to come home if that ball was a little more out of the way. 1-2 count now. Left-hander winds and deals. That pitch bounces, and another one that Overitis has to do a good job protecting behind the plate. Evens the count at 2 apiece.
If that gets past him, clearly Nick Badgett is coming home. He's got a lot of speed. You mentioned now he has, 12 stolen bases?
10 stolen bases.
10 stolen bases, so you know he's coming home.
And he's been antsy up there. He's been kind of jumping a little bit at third. He wants to tie that game. There's still plenty of time to do it. We have a full 9-inning game today, unlike yesterday's.
What's the cliche, though? No better time than the present, my friend. No
That
better
is-
time than the present.
That is the cliche. The 2-2 pitch. Media's going to hit that one into foul territory down the left field line. So he stays alive again. And we mentioned his ability to just keep these at-bats going. Always frustrating when you're on the mound. You see a guy that fouls a bunch of pitches off in a row, keeps a at-bat going, because you don't want to show all your stuff. This is the first guy he's facing out of the bullpen. You don't want to show all of your tricks and your gadgets out there on the mound. But when this is the 6th or 7th pitch of the at-bat already, you want to try and get this guy out, especially with that tying run on third. That pitch, high, ball 3, and Anthony Mita looked behind to make sure that.
You better not call that strike. Don't do that to me.
Well, we
Stare
saw him do that a couple weeks ago to a home run umpire several times. Almost got himself in a bit of trouble.
I was waiting for the little bat line in the sand.
So 3-2, that pitch, high, ball 4. So a brilliant plate appearance once again from Anthony Mita. I feel like I could say he has a consecutive walk streak. But it feels a little. I feel like every single game this year, Anthony Mita has found a way to get on base by the way of the walk. That brings up Jackson Rutecki, who struck out swinging way back in the first.
Can we look back and see how many consecutive games Anthony Mita has been on base by way of the base on balls?
We
Do
absolutely
you have that?
can. I can find that because that is.
I feel like we say that at least 2 times a game.
It happens it just feels like it's a nice little foul ball that goes off the inside of the fence here with a nice little dink sound from Rutecki, who Tuesday, or the last time these two teams played, had 3 RBIs. So Harmon here would give him those 3 RBIs and bring the lead right back in a game that is started as a pitching duel and is now kind of turned into a offensive blowout with a 5-run top of the 5th for the Steamers in those teal and black jerseys, kind of like Coastal Carolina as well. Very nice. When that one bounces in, and Anthony Mita is just going to easily steal second. There was plenty of time, and now that pitch gets away.
No,
and
he
Badgett
wasn't
thought
paying
about
attention.
it.
Man, he wasn't paying attention. If Badgett over there, he was talking to coach. Got past the pass ball from the pitcher after the catcher threw it to him. That might have been a tie ball game.
Would have been an interesting one indeed. Now you got 2 runners in scoring position, so a single could give the lead right back to the Fungo. Swing and a miss for Rutecki. Blew the fastball right by him.
Come on, baby.
Good job from Costin out of the pen.
Base hit, potentially score 2. Got some great speed. Mita and Badgett there at second and third.
So Costin, the big lefty, winds and fires that pitch outside, ball 2. I'm going to try and find out that in the way of the walk stat for Anthony Mita.
Got to be impressive.
So 2-2 count, 2 gone. Runners on second and third, a 1-run game. Another pitch outside, 3-2. So back-to-back batters out of the pen. Costin is struggling to get that put-out pitch. Anthony Mita was able to bring that 0-2 count back to a walk. And now Rutecki in a 1-2 count has brought it to 3-2. And now the Fungo are in danger of loading the bases to bring up Alex Impasamato, who's had a nice game.
Yeah, you beat me to it. He's batting .260 on the year. If we're able to get on base or bases loaded, Alex Pasamato will come up to bat, who doesn't have a home run of the year.
Rutecki's going to line that one on the ground. A diving play at first by Crick. He's going to dive all the way back to the bag. Slid twice. So nice job by Kirk at first base to keep this score a 1-run game. We'll be right back for the top of the 6th.
Audio Jungle.
Welcome to the town of Wake Forest, home of Fungo Baseball. We're glad you have joined us today in the Forest, and we are especially proud to have Mitchell Heating and Cooling as a sponsor and a supporter of Wake Forest Fungo Baseball. Mitchell Heating and Cooling's rich tradition is built on a reputation of quality, integrity, and a great value for the customer's dollar. For over 50 years, Mitchell Heating and Cooling has continuously met its customers' needs by maintaining, servicing, designing, and installing quality systems that will stand the test of time. Mitchell Heating and Cooling is a premier-level Trane comfort specialist that has been certified by Trane as having met Trane's stringent standards and is committed to being the best in every aspect of business. Reach out to us today at MitchellHVAC.com for all your heating and cooling needs. Enjoy your day here in the forest and roll Fungo!
Hey, we made it easy for you here on Next Door Radio and nextdoorradio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Next Door Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Next Door with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s, classic rock, you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Next Door Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores. On behalf of everyone at Unforgettaballs.com. 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 Now that I have your attention, I want to take a moment to tell you about Unforgettaballs.com. Unforgettaballs.com specializes in hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. They also create a customized coaster, bottle opener, and so much more. Visit their website today at Unforgettaballs.com and follow them on all of their social media outlets today. That's Unforgettaballs.com.
Oliver's Towing and Recovery is a family-owned.
Back inside JB Flaherty Park, Josh Bartosik joined alongside Trey Sny, top of the 6th inning for the Wake Forest Fungo. Jaden Bailey still out there on the mound for the blue, red, and white, or the red, white, and blue, I guess we should say. As we now see Gabe Kirk come up, who made that last play back in the bottom of the 5th to keep it a one-run game in favor of the Steamers. Now a 2-1 count to the first baseman. That pitch high, ball 3. So 3-1 count now. And Kirk's going to foul that one down the right line. Full count. That pitch going to be skied into shallow left field. Calling for it and trying to make the play is Wheeler, and he will in foul territory. Good job to track that one off the bat. That's the first out of the inning for the Eatonton Steamers.
Now batting the DH, number 20, Tate Abbott.
That brings up Tate Abbott for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 2 in today's contest.
They had to fool him on that pitch. Got it inside on that breaking ball and made him swing through it. Impressive pitch there.
He's actually going to be a pinch hitter for the Eatonton Steamers in the form of Chris Morris. Morris goes swinging the first pitch he sees into shallow right field. Calling for it to make the play, and making said play will be Alex Impasamaro. So 2 up, 2 down in this 6th inning, and a big, quick 6th inning so far for Jaden Bailey and the Fungo.
Much better. Again, we went up 2-0, or 2 outs last inning. They had on the bases loaded, and unfortunately those 2 outs couldn't get one more pitch to call it quits, especially in that inning. Again, 5-4, as Bailey is looking impressive after he's like, you know what, I'm tired of giving up hits. Let me go ahead and get back in the dugout, let my team hit, be ready to roll.
That pitch grounded on the ground. Going to be a tough play over at first. Hood underhand throw to Bailey, who covers and makes the out. So a nice job by Jaden Bailey and the Fungo for a 1-2-3 inning. They'll try to take that lead back in the bottom of the 6th.
Action Graphics is a family-owned and operated business located in Oxford at 603 Roxborough Road. Anything you might need for your business, home, or just because, Action Graphics has you covered. Sign, screen printing, and embroidery, digital printed signs, vinyl signs, banners, routed signs, sandblasted signs, laser etching, plaques, trophies, and more. Also screen printing, metal plasma cutting. Action Graphics has many more surfaces. All you have to do is ask. Call today at 919-690-1260. Unforgettaballs.com. 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 Now that I have your attention, I want to take a moment to tell you about Unforgettaballs.com. Unforgettaballs.com specializes in hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. They also create a customized coaster, bottle opener, and so much more. Visit their website today at unforgettaballs.com and follow them on all of their social media outlets today. That's unforgettaballs.com.
Bottom of the sixth inning here at JB Flaherty Park. The Wake Forest Fungo down by a run to the Edenton Steamers after their big 5-run top of the fifth. We're now in the bottom of this sixth inning. The sky's getting a little bit darker, but it's mostly just the fact that the day is turning into night. It's now around 8:15 p.m. in a game that has kind of moved pretty fast. Now down to 82 degrees. We do see the possibility of rain coming.
Now batting number 11.
So we'll see how long this game goes. They haven't played long enough to call it. It's a 5-4 game. Alex Pasamato up at the dish first for the Wake Forest Fungo.
Don't give it any opportunity to call this game quick. If we could tie this ball game up here, Pasamatos, who he doesn't have a home run to his name just yet. But what is the cliche? No better time than the present. That's exactly
and
right.
Nick Badgett took that coming into today's contest and have a single home run on the year for the Fungo and led off the game with that shot into deep center field. 1-0 pitch, and Pasamato lines that one directly up towards the shortstop Myers. He'll fling it over to first for Kirk. So a nice, good 6-3 put out for the Edenton Steamers. Gets Pasamato down on just 2 pitches.
Good play going to his right. Be able to throw on the run. Did never get a chance to get set there, but he made a good throw.
Will Hood, who singled back in the second inning and came all the way around to score, is up now for the third time. First pitch outside, ball 1. Will Hood does have a home run on the season, also has a double and a triple. Could use one here if you're the Wake Forest Fungo. That next pitch below and in the dirt. 2-0.
In batting .308 on the season, 26 at-bats for Mr. Will Hood. Already a single to his name today. Another one would be good right here.
Will Hood fouls the next pitch off that he sees. And going back to your Anthony Mita comment, did the numbers. Only 5 games this season has Anthony Mita not reached base by the way of the walk. He's got 3 straight games. Before that, he had 3 games without a walk.
Gotcha.
And then had
recent, okay.
5 games with a walk, then had 1 game off, then had 3 games with a walk. So very streaky in terms of his walks. And Will Hood makes it a 2-2 count.
And foul ball return to the press box or the concession stand is a what?
Blow pop.
There you go.
Pop. Actually had to give some of the kids ones while we were trying to figure out the stream earlier.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I bet they'll remember who you are now.
They'll remember the face.
That's
Or
right.
at least the voice. They'll remember the voice. Maybe they don't want to remember the face. It's been told it's a face for radio,
There
some
you
might say.
go.
2-2 pitch from Costin to Will Hood. That one downstairs, ball 3. So a full count. One gone.
It's not last minute not to swing at that ball there. It's a good thing because
very good plate discipline there from
Exactly right.
Will Hood. These lefty v righty matchups are favorable for the hitters. We saw him Pasamato ground out. He was a lefty v righty. Now you want to see Will Hood get on base, but he'll swing through that one for another strikeout. That's Costin's first of the night. and probably in the double-digit area. Remember, I am missing a little bit of work. I do think we have 1, 2, 3. I believe that is strikeout number 8 on the day for the Wake Forest Fungo, if I'm not mistaken. My math might be off.
That's about right. That's close enough to me.
Tommy Martinez swings at the first pitch. He sees right through it. 0-1. Big cut from the second baseman in today's contest. Not as much action as he had yesterday in terms of defensively or at the plate. And he'll reach for that one. That one's going to get under the glove of the second baseman, Knowles. And a 2-out single for Tommy Martinez. He reached for it, but he still is able to poke out into the outfield.
Give yourself a chance to move over here. Again, we have 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th. Got some speed. He was able to beat out that single. And Austin Williams was the winner, or the, what did you say, the walk-off win. What, about 2 weeks ago now?
I'd say about 2 weeks ago. That one was
3-2 win.
That 3-2 win. And we haven't mentioned yesterday's Mitchell Heating and Cooling Player of the Game. That one was Penn Seeley, who had a 1-2-3 inning to start. There goes Martinez on that pitch. That one high and inside. The throw down, not in time. He gets his foot in there. Great speed from Martinez. His 5th stolen base of the season, and a runner in scoring position for the Fungo.
Again, was able to beat the throw. The ball was there just a little bit too high, and he was able to get his feet under it. So good steal there. Look, watch out for, again, he's getting a deep lead there at second. He might take third here.
To a pitch from Williams. He tried to check his swing. They're going to say he went around, strike 1.
And I love when we talked a little bit about the plate where they're move the bat up and down, kind of move back and forth. But dancing on the base paths makes the pitcher really second guess what's really happening and kind of rushes his throw.
That pitch high, 3-1. It's also a tough turn to make as a lefty trying to throw behind 2-2 because it's not as easy to do that quick turnaround and try and make that play.
One of the best on the team for this Fungo program, Aiden Cooper, has a tremendous pickoff move. It's quick.
5-pitch walk to Austin Williams, and the line keeps moving for the Wake Forest Fungo. That brings up Hunter Stone, who singled back in the second but struck out his last time up.
Come on, baby.
Hunter Stone, the designated hitter, who we're not sure officially, but seems to be replacing Hogan Stallings, who we haven't seen these last few games. Normally plays in that
find out.
DH first baseman. I haven't seen in these last couple games.
Maybe on some vacation.
Good, well earned for the home run leader for the Wake Forest Fungo. That pitch catches the outside corner, strike 1.
We talked a little bit. This is only the second game that he has missed all year.
And the first one was yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess you're allowed.
Take a day off or two.
But how dare you?
Nonstop.
How dare you? I know he's listening, so here you go.
Only been playing nonstop baseball the entire summer. That one pitch is going to be lined down the left field line. It's going to stay fair.
Let's go.
That should score Tommy Martinez. That one rolls all the way into the corner, and that should be a double for Hunter Stone. A huge 2-out extra base hit ties us back up at 5.
There you go, baby. Nice double to go all the way up to the third base line out in the outfield. And we are tied. That's how you do it.
And now runners on second and third with Lawson Wheeler, who is 0 for 2 in today's contest, but does have 9 RBIs on the season. The last time these teams played, went 1 for 1 and had an RBI. And none bigger would be one that he could poke through right here in the bottom of this 6th inning. So we're entering crunch time in a tied game. And Lawson Wheeler has skied the first one he sees into right field. Unfortunately, Halstead will get right there for it and make the third and final out. But the Wake Forest Fungo get a huge 2-out rally started by Tommy Martinez and finished with a Hunter Stone double. 5-5 heading into the 7th.
Audio Jungle.
An operated local business since 1965. This local family business does towing and recovery in and surrounding areas of Granville County. Oliver's Towing and Recovery also does jump starts, lockouts, tire changes, fuel delivery, local and long-distance tows, and medium and heavy-duty towing. Call today if you need a pick-me-up from Oliver's Towing and Recovery at 919-693-2520. That's 919-693-2520, or find them online at oliverstowingllc.com. There's nothing too big or too small for Oliver's Towing and Recovery.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect restaurant or the right clothes. It also feels really good making the right insurance decision. That's where State Farm agent Margie White can help. Stop in at 234 Raleigh Road in Henderson and let her help you select the right protection at the right price. State Farm agent Margie White will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you know what to expect when the unexpected happens. Stop by and visit today at 234 Raleigh Road or give her a call at 252-598-0163. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, we made it easy for you here on Next Door Radio and nextdoorradio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Next Door Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Next Door with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s classic rock you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Next Door Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores.
Top of the 7th inning here at JP Clay Park. We're in for a good one down the stretch. 5-5 after a huge 2-out RBI double from Hunter Stone. But now on the mound to try and keep it a tied game for the Wake Forest Fungo is going to be number 28, Blake Hanley, a left-handed pitcher of their own. Do the Fungo bring out from Wake Forest, North Carolina, playing at Belmont Abbey, I should say, excuse me. So far, 14 point, or excuse me, no stats yet this season for the Fungo. Had a 14.54 ERA with 7 walks and 6 strikeouts for the Crusaders this past season. Played at Heritage High School, was fastball around 84 last time it was clocked in, and a low curveball in the low to mid 70s. A short frame up there. First pitch in for strike 1 to Drifton Paget.
I wouldn't look too much into that ERA, the 14.54 there at Belmont, because you had 2 games that after this pitch here, I'll finish that.
That one low, ball 1.
His first game back on February 3rd, he gave up 3 runs, 3 earned, a couple walks. And then all the way on against the March 18th, gave up 6 runs, 3 of them earned. So those 2 really ramped up his ERA. So, but between that, from the 14th all the way up to March 14th for that month, he had a 0.0 ERA. So those 2 games really hurt him.
Doing pretty solid. The next pitch from Hanley to be fouled off by Paget, 2-2 count.
So he found something there kind of in the middle to kind of let him here for the Fungo.
Badger, who singled his last time out, that pitch bounces in. He came all the way around to score in that big 5th inning that saw the Steamers take that 1-run lead before the Fungo just got it right back the last half inning.
Well, I mean, look at it again. None in the first 4, gave up 5 in the 5th, and none in the 6th.
Paget's going to sky that one into shallow right field, and Alex Impasamato with an easy out. So 1 down here on the top of the 7th inning.
Now batting number 23, Jackson Ellison.
Left fielder Allison on the bat for the Steamers.
So Jackson Ellison comes up now, the left fielder, he walked back in the 5th, popped up in the 3rd, or reached on a fielder's choice, I should say. The first pitch, strike in from Hanley. Anyways, 0-1 pitch, well outside. So when next pitch going to be chopped out towards shallow center field, and it's going to drop for a bloop single for the 10-hole hitter, Jackson Ellison.
Well, you look at it as that kind of base hit is, as a pitcher, there's not much you can do. You made a good pitch. He just poked the bat out there, and popped it there in center field. So
Actually, coming into bat.
one
number
out,
Ben
runner on
Bosas.
first here for the Steamers.
So correction, that's actually Hunter Beard, the left-hander, on the mound for the Wake Forest
there you
Fungo.
go.
The new guy who, so I was close. It was not Brad Beard, it was Hunter Beard,
You're close.
which is, I think, a little bit of a cooler name, Hunter and Beard. We have a new batter coming into the game for the Steamers in Ben Bosas, second baseman.
So I was trying to figure out where the Steamers of Edenton, where that name came from. But they're not known for, like, oysters and food. So I don't know.
Are they out there near the Outer Banks at all, Edenton?
They are near province of North Carolina.
So they are kind of close
Yeah.
if that little dot is. So
well,
they're maybe I guess you're throwing yourselves into the Outer Banks. This is a long drive for that team. God, they're probably about a 2.5, 3 hour drive. Maybe that next pitch to Bosas, high for ball one.
Apparently they are the second, what does it say here? The second official capital of North Carolina in Edenton.
Really?
There you go. Didn't know they had a second, but there you go.
Well, that's an interesting one.
Google is
Another
my friend.
off chance, unsuccessful. Ellison still standing there at first. Pitch, another one low. So 2-1 count now with Hunter Beard on the mound from Fayetteville Tech Community College. His next pitch fouled off down the right field line, 2-2.
Able to add a couple fresh arms to the back end of the bullpen for the Fungo. Again, just kind of give some guys some rest. It's hot, and the rain looks like the rain it has on the radar has kind of stepped away. So it looks like we'll be okay for the rest of the ball game here. In top of the 7th inning right now. One out, 2-2 is your count. One on for the Steamers.
Hunter Beard appeared in 13 games for Fayetteville Tech this past season at a 4.58 ERA with 13 strikeouts in 17.2 innings pitched. 2-2 pitch coming now. That one going to be sliced foul by Bosas, who's still fighting in this, taking over for what has been the best hitter this season in Giomar Santana, hitting .377 coming into today's game. But he's 0 for 3. And now he's been replaced by Ben Bosas. Another 2-2 pitch. That one inside, ball 3.
Yeah, remember, this is Jackson Rutecki, who's from Campbell. It's first time that he's seen Beard. So he's kind of doing it on the fly as well, adding two fresh people or pitchers to the back end. We talked a little bit about it before. So Rutecki's doing a good job of kind of controlling that. And right on cue, got a walk for Beard. But again, new to the scenery, new to the summer league here for the Fungo. Again, an impressive how the Fungo has played. You heard Coach Jones and just settle down a little bit. Be you, do you, and because he had an impressive couple games there at Fayetteville State.
Indeed, he did. This will bring up Luke Myers, the shortstop, who reached on error in the first and was hit by a pitch back in the 5th inning. Now runners on first and second, one gone in the top of this 7th inning. That next pitch is a ball. So Lefty's struggling a little bit with his control after that bloop single from Ellison, the 10-hole hitter. 1-0 pitch from Beard, swing and a miss. Good pitch from the big lefty, or I guess I should say the short lefty. He's standing probably a little bit under 6 feet tall out there on the mound.
Well, you got to love what Rutecki's doing here. We talked a little bit about it before. New pitcher, first time seeing him throw a strike there. And the first thing that Jackson Rutecki did was give him some props and congratulate him, saying, all right, now let's roll. There you go.
Swing and a miss. High inside fastball. Gone. Just chased that one. Or I guess kind of jammed them on that one. A 1-2 count now. One gone and a big strikeout here. Well, strikeout here would be big and crucial for the Fungo, who just tied this game up in the last half inning. That pitch inside, ball 2.
Yeah, strikeout here will be, I mean to interrupt you, but strikeout here will be huge because all you take is a ground out to get the easy force play to be able to get back into the bottom.
And there still is that force play available with the double play, but those are some speedy runners. That pitch just off the inside, 3-2. Bertecki thought it was strike 3. We tried to frame it as so. Instead, we get a full count. Now the Fungo in danger of loading up the bases with Tanner Knowles up next.
Good to see a great crowd here for our final Thirsty Thursday. Players or fans coming in. I got him.
Great strike 3, called third strike. You kind of saw Myers try to lean out of the way to try and sell that call instead. It's the first strikeout of his Fungo career for Hunter Beer, and he gets him looking.
Now batting number 25.
But what you love about being here at Flaherty Park, you got 2 fields beside us, left and right. You got one over here for Little League, and then to our right, you have the slow pitch softball that we've seen quite a few times this season. But a lot of those players, once those game is over, are coming to watch the Fungo. Good pitch.
Inside strike, and it looks like Beard's found his rhythm. Has been throwing across the plate a lot so far with these lefty v righty matchups. It's actually not going to be Tanner Knowles coming in. That's a pinch hitter. Both runners will go. That one's going to be skied into shallow right field, but Tommy Martinez able to cut over and make the play. So no damage. It's still a 5-5 game when we come back.
Good outing there for Beard. The Triangle's newest worship team, the Kingdom at Hand Praise Band, will be leading worship July 21st at Temple Wilson Church. Temple Wilson is located at 7369 US 301, Lacama, North Carolina. The Recover Your Live service will begin at 7 p.m. Be a part of this free event, debuting the Kingdom at Hand Praise Band.
King of all kings, Lord of all lords, your majesty reigns over all the earth. You alone are God.
For more information, please email goaliemusicman@gmail.com. The Triangle's newest worship team, the Kingdom at Hand Praise Band, will be leading worship July 21st at Temple Wilson Church. Temple Wilson is located at 7369 US 301, Lacama, North Carolina. The Recover Your Live service will begin at 7 p.m. Be a part of this free event, debuting the Kingdom at Hand Praise Band. For more information, please email goaliemusicman@gmail.com.
Bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 5-5 game. We still see that big lefty Ruben Costin on the mound for the Edenton Steamers.
Now batting for Wake Forest, number 2, Nick Badgett.
And we see Nick Badgett coming up to the dish for the Wake Forest Fungo. Had that leadoff home run, also has a single and a walk, and has a great chance here to at least start something in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Fungo.
You got the second and shortstop playing deep like they have been all game, standing right on the outfield grass, both the first and the third playing mid. And so Nick Badger, who clearly has a stick because we've seen a home run.
First pitch strike into Badgett.
And his first home run of the regular season. So they're now aware that, hey, you can't just play him lightly or take him lightly. Now you have to worry about the stick as well.
He's also got 9 stolen bases on, or actually now up to 10 earlier, but he's going to pop that one into right next to the first base side. And Kirk will make that play for the easy out. So the most dangerous hitter of the night for the Fungo, besides Hunter Stone, who just tied the game, goes out by way of the pop-up. And I'll bring up Evan Harding. Just kidding, it will not bring up Evan Harding. That's going to bring up number 43, Landon Fleming, who we have not seen in a long time.
Landon Fleming. That's not. Is it that guy? Ivan Perez? Wait. That's Cam Ferrier. That
is going to be Cam Verrier. Oh, there's so many.
Yeah, that's him. That's Cam Verrier.
Okay, that's Cam Verrier. There's so many 43s on this team.
Verrier.
Cam Verrier.
Yep.
Who we have not seen in a couple of days.
Tell us him. I love his relaxed, kind of just up there ball player stance.
Well, and that's how you recognize him, because he kind of just stands kind of half-heartedly, like not necessarily half-heartedly, but very relaxed, kind of Aaron Judge-like almost.
Love it. Go.
Kind of swings
Get
at that
that.
one, and that one, there's a hit off of him, and
Got his foot.
so 0-2 count now. DeCam Verrier, who did play the last time these teams, a couple weeks ago when these teams played against Edenton, went 0-3 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. A 1.25 average on the season, 1 run, 2 walks, and 3 Ks. Hit .297 for the Wake Tech Community College Eagles this past season. The
Wake Tech.
0-2 pitch. Outside ball 1.
Again, relaxed. Plays second base when he does play second base for the Fungo. Again, just relax. Doesn't have a care in the world, but you know he's playing some ball. I love it. Love players like that. I'll swing at that.
That pitch well outside, 2-2. We're taking over for Evan Harding, which is an interesting choice when Evan Harding, for the most part, has been a pretty consistent batter for this Wake Forest Fungo, obviously on the day 0-3 with 2 strikeouts.
Again, you have a tied ball game. You have a guy coming off the bench that's been playing great. Strikeout there, swings through it. Out number
2 of the inning.
And I'm still hard body, I don't feel nobody. And I'm with some riding on my friendship.
So Cam Verrier strikes out. Brings up Anthony Mina, who has walked and singled in today's contest. First pitch ball to Anthony Mina.
batting a cool 370 on the year. 13 runs, or he has scored 13 runs. 46 at bats, 17 hits. He is 5th, tied for 5th on the team.
I feel like he has to lead the team in walks, though. I mean, he's up to 22 on the year, which is almost double in the next close one, but Mia's going to hit the next pitch he sees well foul in down to that right field line.
So
below pop.
He's got, you said, 22 walks. The next is Rutecki and Arndt at
With
14. Correction, I'm lying. Nick Badgett has 16.
Still 6 more.
Yeah.
And he came in later in this season. That pitch outside ball 3. Came in later in this season after playing at Campbell. Also had a lacerated cornea due to a practice, so he missed some time earlier as well. But his coming has been a huge addition to this Fungo team. Has not been anywhere except for third in the lineup. He's going to be early on that pitch, and he's shaking his head at that one. Almost got his first home run as a Wake Forest Fungo. 3-2.
Little 2-out walk would be huge in this situation to his batter rate there at Campbell before entering the transfer portal in Jackson Rutecki.
Payoff pitch. Going to be lined into right field for a 2-out single. Anthony Mita, 2 for 3 on the day. Big day for him once again. Keeps the inning alive for the Fungo.
Let's go, baby. Rutecki's due. Nice little swings here to had an opportunity with some runners in scoring position, but grounded to second base. His last time at bat.
Techie, like we mentioned, has 5 RBIs on the year. Anthony Mina's going to go, but he's to be caught in a pickoff move. But that throws going to be into left field. And Anthony Mina, after stealing second, is going to get on his high horse and head over to third. So even though they caught him stealing, the throw was wild from first. That one coming off the hand of Kirk. And then it went into left field. And just like that, back-to-back stolen bases for Anthony Mina. And the go-ahead run is now 90 feet away. And we're going to see that pitching coach come out once more for the Edenton Steamers. That coach.
Another big body coming out of the bullpen. God, where did he get his guys at?
So that would be pitching coach Cody Johnson, who is going to, actually that's going to be Delton Stallings. Instead, he's going to bring in the new pitcher for the Edenton Steamers. Did you catch the number there at all? Number 27. That's going to be John Horton. And he's listed at 6'1". I don't think he's 6'1".
That's wrong.
That just looks wrong.
No.
6'1", 220. He's at least 6'4". And maybe
He's,
235. He's a big...
What does he weigh? What's
They
it
say 220.
Yeah, that's about right.
A lively fastball that we're seeing up here. From Norfolk State, had an 8.47 ERA, had 19 appearances, 34 innings pitched for those Spartans. 26 strikeouts, 28 walks, and opponents hit just 2.93 against him. So far for the Steamers, a 1.86 ERA in 15 appearances, that including 19 and a third innings pitched, 28 strikeouts, and 6 walks. So he's been one of their best players out of the pen.
I'm chilling. I love the song now. I love this song, Little Joyful Noise movie. I like that movie.
Can you get you the rest of the stats?
Do you know where this song is played in? What movie it is?
Oh, I should know this.
Yeah.
I should
I
know
just
this.
said it, so you should know. But yeah,
I wasn't
they weren't
really
listening to song. One of my favorite. If you're into musicals, which it is what it is. Joyful Noise. Dolly Parton, Queen Latifah. What a movie.
That's
Man,
a great
what a
duo
movie. I
right
love
there,
that
Dolly
movie.
Parton and Queen Latifah. This John Horton guy also played yesterday against the Outer Banks Scallywags. Just did an inning, gave up a hit, no runs, no walks, no
Coming
strikeouts.
in a pitch for the Steamers, the right-hander.
But was the number
27,
32
John
overall
Horton.
right-handed pitcher in the state of Virginia. And he went to Floyd Kellam High School, and we saw his big fastball. We're going up in a righty v lefty matchup against Jackson Rutecki. That first pitch bounces, and Anthony Mina is going to go home, and he's going to be able to jog in there safely. So the first pitch from Horton is a wild pitch and gives the Fungo the lead right back. And Anthony Mina doing all the work to score that one.
There you go. 6-5. Now all the Fungo have to do is continue that stretch, and then that's the second inning that they've scored with 2 outs to be able to tie the game back last inning. There in the 6th, now here in the 7th. Did the same thing here again.
So for Mina, that might go as a completely unearned base path.
Yep.
He got caught in the rundown as that next pitch, strike to Rutecki. Was caught stealing, but the throw from first was wild, went into left field, was able to make him go over all the way to third. So that's 2 unearned stolen bases. And then the pass ball, as Rutecki's going to hit that one on the ground, and it just curves foul. It almost went back into the base path. And if the third baseman Garza had just waited maybe a couple more seconds, it would have gone back into fair territory, but most likely not before Rutecki made his way down that first base path. But so Anthony Mina has had a great little stretch of games this last week and a half. Was co-player of the game a couple games ago. Pretty solid outing today. 2 singles came all the way around to score the go-ahead run as of now. Has been really, really solid, and obviously leading the team in walks. So 1-2 count now to Rutecki, and we saw Norton kind of show some great control. And there's that third, or I guess should be the interesting. That should have been the third strike, but I think the home plate umpire forgot how many balls and strikes there were, because that should have been it for Jackson Rutecki. Nonetheless, he'll get a 4th strike to work with. 0-2 count again. He's going to hit that one out into deep center field. Hustling to make the play is Badgett, and he'll get under it just in time for the 3rd and final out. But the go-ahead run comes across to score. The Fungo have now scored in back-to-back innings. Anthony Mina gave him the lead at 6-5 after 7.
The lead, 6-5.
Unforgettaballs.com. 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 Now that I have your attention, I want to take a moment to tell you about Unforgettaballs.com. Unforgettaballs.com specializes in hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. They also create a customized coaster, bottle opener, and so much more. Visit their website today at unforgettaballs.com and follow them on all of their social media outlets today. That's unforgettaballs.com. Action Graphics is a family-owned and operated business located in Oxford at 603 Roxborough Road. Anything you might need for your business, home, or just because, Action Graphics has you covered. Sign, screen printing, and embroidery, digital printed signs, vinyl signs, banners, routed signs, sandblasted signs, laser etching, plaques, trophies, and more. Also screen printing, metal plasma cutting. Action Graphics has many more surfaces. All you have to do is ask. Call today at 919-690-1260.
Audio Jungle.
Top of the 8th inning here. The Wake Forest Fungo now with a 6-5 lead thanks to Anthony Mina's excellent base running to get from first to home in just a few pitches. Hello, everybody. I'm Josh Bartos. Joined alongside me is Trey Snide for the call on the Wake Forest Fungo Facebook live stream, nextdoorradio.com and Nextdoor Radio app. 6-5. We still see Hunter Beard, that new pitcher out there. Got a little bit of danger early in that 7th, was able to get out of it without any harm. And that should bring up
Leading
for
off the top of the 8th inning for Edenton, number 12, Davis Halstead.
should bring up Davis Halstead for the Steamers. Playing in right field today. Went 0 for 3 the last time these teams played with a walk and an RBI. Went 1 for 3 in yesterday's contest against the Outer Banks.
So real quick, good old the starter pitcher for the Steamers was his birthday today. 6 Ks. So happy birthday to him.
Had a great outing after those. I mean, yes, gave up the 4 runs, but it wasn't like it was an absolute blowout and had several strikeouts like you mentioned. So happy birthday to him, and he's hoping his team can get a win. But the Fungo and Hunter Beard out there on the mound looking to change that. We just heard some military helicopters go across that pitch strike. I believe the count is 2-1 to Halstead. There's another lefty v righty matchup.
There's nothing better than the wind blowing, and the wind's blowing in right now. God, good pitch.
Strike two. He loves that inside fastball working a cross body. Well, I mean, it's nice for you to have that. You know, the win is you always find a way to.
That's true.
You always manage to be right in front of the only open window in the.
Well,
the press box.
it's only the second time, my friend.
Well,
I'm just saying.
we'll call it seniority.
That's right.
Next pitch,
Old man
skied
of the group.
into shallow center, and Evan Harding's just going to casually. I don't believe that's Evan Harding. That should be Cam Verrier out there now. And it is indeed Cam Verrier replacing Harding after the pinch hit, and he'll make the play for the first out.
But again, there's nothing better with the wind blowing. Went from 87 at first pitch, now down to 82. There was a chance of rain. That left quickly for about 1 inning or so. Good pitch down the middle.
First pitch strike into Ty Garza, the third baseman.
Beard has found a rhythm.
That pitch just misses the zone, 1-1.
But you got the win. You have great summertime baseball. You've got kids running around everywhere. Of course, you got beer from our friends at Blackbird Brewing Company. Just a great day for baseball. So we appreciate you for tuning in.
It's a beautiful day, especially with it's been a wacky one up here in the press box and just in the management as a whole. Just we'll chalk it up to technical difficulties on this Thirsty Thursday. We won't go too much more into it. There's no real need to do so. As a 2-1 pitch high and inside, ball 3. So 3-1 counting out of Ty Garza, who does have 7 stolen bases on the year, so a speedy base runner. If he gets on base by the way of the walk, could see him potentially try and move his way to second. 3-1 pitch from Beard. That one fouled off the inside of the bat. Full count. The Steamers down to their final 5 outs. Down by 1 in a back-and-forth contest. That pitch inside ball 4, so a walk issued to Ty Garza. And a dangerous base runner now aboard for Edenton. That brings up Gabe Kirk. The first baseman, who popped up to third base his last time out.
0 for 3 on the day for Kirk, so you're under at scoring position. Big-bodied first baseman. We've seen them do some work here during the Summer League.
That's lefty v lefty matchup, which is never a good one for those batters. You saw just why as that front door to back door slider froze Kirk.
That was purdy. That's what we like to say, purdy.
So an 0-1 count, now a 1-1 count. That one just a bit low.
Almost the same pitch. Again, we talked a little bit more about Jackson Rutecki there behind the plate, doing a great job with his new pitchers. First time he's seen Beard.
That pitch outside and low, ball 2.
You mentioned earlier he's throwing a lot over the front arm and over to the right-hand side, on the outside, should you say. So, again, that's just a matter of where he releases it.
2-1 count now to Kirk, runner on first. They're going to check on him, that speedy base runner in Garza. He gets back in safely.
And helicopter.
It's the third one we've heard now today.
All eyes on the helicopter here.
That pitch, swing and a miss, got him with the off speed. They're going to say it's a foul tip.
Promise you, we didn't do this on purpose, just for a swing strike there. But it's,
the loud helicopters.
It's in our favor, should you say? Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. 2-2 pitch now from Beard. That one low, bouncing in front. Rutecki able to keep it in front. Good job blocking behind the dish. Keeps Garza at first. But now a full count with one gone and a runner on. Top of this 8th inning, a 6-5 game thanks to Anthony Mita coming home on a pass ball after stealing 2 bases after his single. Payoff pitch from Beard. That one going to be lined over the head of the shortstop Badgett for a single into left. And Mita will just throw that ball back in. So a good piece of hitting for Gabe Kirk. Back-to-back base runners. And now Chris Morris comes up for the second time today. He
pinch runner.
They're going to do a pinch runner, and Gabe Kirk, at first not known as the fastest guy. That pinch runner will be Ryan Kay, who does have 8 stolen bases on the season. Obviously, most likely won't see him try to steal because you do have that runner at second. So Chris Morris comes up. He popped up into shallow right field his first time up. He was pinch hitting for Tate Abbott.
Just missed. A little too low. Home umpire said just missed.
And normally that lefty v righty matchup for a pitcher is the one that you don't want to see. But for someone like Hunter Beard, when he throws that cross-body fastball, that seems to work for him. He's gotten the majority of his outs from those guys in the right-handed batter's box. But now he finds himself down 2-0 to the count to Chris Morris. He's in danger of loading the bases up. See, Garza on second, Ryan Kay on first, pinch hitting, or pinch running, I should say, for Gabe Kirk. That pitch fouled off, 2-1. Nice bounce back pitch from Hunter Beard. So 2-1 count now, 1 gone. Top of the 8th. Beard checks the runner at second. He's now dancing out there 90 feet away from tying the game. That pitch catches the inside corner, strike 2. That inside fastball, he loves to throw it. Gets another call, evens the count at 2.
I mean, it's a nice little movement. Again, it's coming across the plate, and the guys, the hitters, are having a hard time picking it up. So they're not hitting the ball extremely hard. That single was just over the head of Badgett.
So 2-2 pitch now, and that one's skied way high into shallow right field. Running in to make the play is Impossimato. Neither runner will tag. The throw is cut off into the infield. So 2 gone now. A nice job to bounce back by Hunter Beard. And now 1 out away from getting out of this slight little jam.
Again, good pitch here. We'll be able to get the ground ball, make the easy out. Let's go put up some more little insurance runs. Got to stop him right here, though. You can't let him score, especially from the second base. You got a speedster with Kay over there, who does, you mentioned before, doing a lot of dancing.
First pitch high. This is Tyler Overitis. So the last time these teams played went 0 for 3 with the strikeout. Today, 2 for 3, had that bases clear, or had that double to start things off back in the 5th, and that 5-run inning came around to score and a single back in the 3rd. That pitch catches the outside lower corner, strike one. And going back a little bit to Chris Morris, he's pinch hitting for Tate Abbott. Both times he's flew out into shallow right center for Impasamato. So if he comes up again in the 9th inning, we'll have to see if we're some betting people. We did mention the bets yesterday with Anthony Mina getting on base by way of the walk, which I won.
You did win that one.
Hopefully not getting into any betting habits here. It is now legal in North Carolina to do sports bet. But a 1-2 count now to Tyler Overitis. Hunter Beer looking to get through 2 innings of scoreless work. The pitch. Curveball didn't catch the zone, 2-2.
Well, baby, one pitch here. Bring the bottom half of the 8th for the Fungo. One pitch, get out of this inning.
Beard checks on Garza at second again. Checks on him twice. The pitch outside, ball 3. Another full count with 2 gone and 2 runners on. The anticipation, the pressure is mounting. Start to feel it up here. I don't know if that's the pressure, just the humidity that we're feeling up here in the press box. But one pitch could end the inning or load the bases with Drifton Padgett up next.
Yeah, a single double flew out his last time at bat. And then Padgett has single walk and an out, fly out to his name as well. So got some dangerous hitters coming up for the Steamers. You got to keep them right here for the Beard.
Beard's pitch outside, ball 4. And that'll load the bases with Drifton Padgett coming up for the 4th time. He singled back in the 5th, has popped up twice, once to short, once into right field.
So we had somebody warming up for the Fungo, and Coach Jones is coming out, and we might have a new pitcher coming. We will. Number 27.
Number 27. So that is the new man. Last name Ortiz. I am unfortunately
Ivan Ortiz.
Ivan Ortiz. Thank you. I was trying to say Eli for some reason.
You know, it's close
earlier
enough.
today. It was close enough. So Ivan Ortiz coming in for the Wake Forest Fungal. So you have those 2 new guys coming in, and we talked a lot about this. We talked a lot about these new pitchers coming in for the Fungo and the lack of pitchers in the summer. So we'll have to see what these 2 new guys can do for the Wake Forest Fungo. We're getting some looks at him, some nice fastball action.
A lot of movement. Yeah, this is the first time we've seen Ortiz. So it's a lot of arm movement back there on the release point. So that's going to fool some hitters.
See the entire infield back there. We're trying to get some stats for you on Ortiz, if possible.
Wild thing, I think I love you.
Well, it's first time pitching, so
First time pitching it for him. So Ortiz, we can give you just a little bit of a pretty lengthy, tall frame for Ortiz. Has some nice movement on his fastball. But, so he's coming into a bases loaded jam, and there's no better time to show your new coach and your new team that you mean business than to get out of this bases loaded jam with 2 gone.
that's right. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Get a lot of movement there. And the only runner that's on base, the only one paying attention is the there at second base. And so, again, it's good to see some fresh arms for this Fungos program.
So Drifton Padgett now comes up to the plate, 1 for 3 on the day. Bases loaded, 2 gone, top of the 8th in a 1-run game. Doesn't get much closer than this.
Just about to say that. Want to make an impression? This is it.
Ortiz's first pitch, just a bit high, ball 1.
A little 95, 96 action to his fastball. and he cranks it up like a little gear. He cranks it up and then releases it quick.
That pitch also high, 2-0. So now if you're Ortiz out there on the mound, you want to throw a strike. You don't want to go down 3-0 in a one-run game with 2 gone. But you have to expect that Padgett is expecting that at the plate. That pitch catches him at the letters, 2-1. So 2-1 count now for Drifton Padgett from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Just 6 RBIs on the season, looking to get potentially 7 and 8, but now it's a 3-1 count. And now you have to throw 2 very good pitches. You do not want to walk in the tying run if you are Ortiz out there on the mound.
Padgett's got his old school mentality, no batting gloves, throw some dirt on it, rub it in his hands, get to work.
3-1 pitch. That one's high, and he walks in the tying run. So not the best first impression from the new pitcher.
Now batting the left fielder, number 23,
Alrighty.
Jackson Ellison.
And that brings up Jackson Ellison, who reached on the fielder's choice, walked back in the 5th, and singled. So 1 for 2 today is the 10-hole hitter.
Huge lead there at all 3 bags as nobody's holding.
First pitch outside, ball 1.
Jasper Tecke talking to Ortiz there, said, take it 1 pitch at a time, let's go.
Ortiz's next pitch down the middle, strike 1.
There you go, that's a good start. 1-1.
1-1 pitch. Ortiz gets him on the off speed, 1-2.
Again, once again, Rutecki said, let's go. Crank it up a little bit louder here. 1 good pitch is all we need to get out of this inning. Already 1 across.
That pitch will be lined into center field. A diving play can't get there. That scores 1. That's going to score 2. And the go-ahead and second go-ahead run come across the plate. A great job out there by Very to try and make the catch. But instead, it is a double for Ellison. And he has just given the Steamers the 8-6 lead. So now the top of the lineup comes back up. This time it'll be Ben Bausas.
And the one thing you can't do, again, straight across the middle for strike 1. Again, 2 outs, already a couple across. 8-6 here in the 8th. But what you can't do for this Fungo program is count them out. We've seen them come back with last at bats, 2 outs. Again, so this is nothing new. But now you gotta hold them right here. You can't allow them anymore. Second lead that the Steamers have had tonight.
So Biz Ortiz, a 1-1 pitch. That one going to be hit into shallow right field. Calling for and coming to make the play will be Impasamato. So the Fungo get out of it, but not before 3 runs come across, and this back and forth game continues. It's now 8-6 Steamers. Fungo coming up to the bat next.
Welcome to the town of Wake Forest, home of Fungo Baseball. We're glad you have joined us today in the Forest, and we're especially proud to have Mitchell Heating and Cooling as a sponsor and a supporter of Wake Forest Fungo Baseball. Mitchell Heating and Cooling's rich tradition is built on a reputation of quality, integrity, and a great value for the customer's dollar. For over 50 years, Mitchell Heating and Cooling has continuously met its customers' needs by maintaining, servicing, designing, and installing quality systems that will stand the test of time. Mitchell Heating and Cooling is a premier-level Trane comfort specialist that has been certified by Trane as having met Trane's stringent standards and is committed to being the best in every aspect of business. Reach out to us today at MitchellHVAC.com for all your heating and cooling needs. Enjoy your day here in the forest and roll Fungo!
Hey, we made it easy for you here on Nextdoor Radio and nextdoorradio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Nextdoor Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Nextdoor with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s classic rock you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Nextdoor Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores.
Back inside JB Flaherty Park, it's now an 8-6 game in favor of the Steamers. The Fungo in danger of dropping their second game this week, once to the Ashboro Zookeepers and now to the Eden Steamers. Bottom of the 8th inning, Josh Bartosik joined alongside Trey Snide on NextdoorRadio.com, the Nextdoor Radio app, and the Wake Forest Fungo Facebook live stream. Alex Impasamato up to the dish to try and start something for the Fungo today. Grounded out to short his last time up back in the 6th inning.
All right, down by 2. Only 6 more outs to go for the Fungo. Starts right here, Alex Impasamato.
So John Horton still out there on the mound. First pitch, strike to Impasamato. That pitch, Impasamato checked his swing, didn't matter. Strike 2, says the home plate umpire.
It's a good pitch. Breaking ball on the outside. Came across the body.
That pitch low, ball 1. That one looked a little bit better than the first pitch.
He thought it
the
was a
last
strike.
one.
Pitcher thought it was a strike. He started walking backwards. Facing the other way. He said, I'm good, I'm ready.
So 1-2 count now. Horton's next pitch inside to Impasamato, so now count even at 2-2.
And we got Will Hood coming up next. Already has a single, strikeout, and a fly on his name today. Playing first base in place of Hogan Stallings.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He blew the fastball right by Impasamato, and that's 1 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. That brings up Will Hood. So we talked about last inning how the Steamers were down to their final 5 outs. Now it's the Fungo in just the blink of an eye down to their final 5. Will Hood, who struck out his last time up. Like you mentioned, 1 for 3 on the day. That first pitch catches the inside part of the plate, 0-1.
He didn't like that call. Shook his head. Again, all the way back at the batter's box. The back foot, little past the line.
That next pitch, more inside. That one's not going to get called a strike, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. That next pitch at the knees, first strike too. And Horton after
late call.
Bit of a late call. So Horton after that wild pitch to bring Anthony Mita home has pitched pretty solidly so far for this teal and I guess we'll call it teal and black team in the Edenton Steamers. 1-2 pitch. Check swing. They're going to say he did not go.
Did not go. Wow. Lucked out on that one.
Really good off-speed pitch there from Horton on the mound. Will Hood thought he went. He started walking away. But maybe a bit of a bailout and a chance to make good on this opportunity. So 2-2 count, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Fungo had a 4-0 lead. Then it was 5-4 after a 5-run 5th. Fungo scored in back-to-back innings to make it 6-5 as Will Hood swings another one at back-to-back strikeouts for Horton, using that fastball to his advantage.
Second baseman number 1, Tommy Martinez.
Brings up Tommy Martinez, who is 1 for 3 on the day. So the Fungo had that 6-5 lead before the 3-run top of the 8th. For the Eatonton Steamers, now the Fungo down to their final 4 outs. First pitch from Horn inside, ball 1.
You gotta love, the whole umpire, learn how to talk, has been extremely kind of both ways, which has been good. Been consistent. That's where I'm looking for, consistent.
He's been vocal as well with where these pitches are missing, as Tommy Martinez hits a sharply hit ball directly up the middle for a 2-out single, and that brings up Austin Williams. And the last time this happened, when the Fungo got a single, and then Austin Williams came up, and the former Tommy Martinez, Hunter Stone brought across the tying run.
Time to do it again. Let's repeat some history. Down by 2, bottom of the 8th, last 4 outs.
A little bit of deja vu, perhaps. We'll have to see how this at-bat goes for Austin Williams. Walked twice today and struck out looking. He'll swing through the first pitch he sees. Can't catch up to the fastball. 0-1.
Yeah, that fastball has been impressive so far for the Steamers pitcher.
So 1 count now.
Good lead there first.
Martinez on first. That pitch inside, but they're going to call it strike 2.
Man.
And Austin Williams doesn't like that call. So good job so far from Norton to bounce back after the single. Now ahead in the count 0-2 and can really go wherever he wants with his next pitch.
Yep.
We've seen the off-speed. We've seen that fastball that he's used so adamantly today.
Huge lead.
Runner goes. That pitch skied into shallow center field. Rushing in to make the play is the center fielder, Paget, and he will do so. So the Fungo down by 2 into the 9th. They'll try to hold that deficit to just 2 when we come back.
Welcome to the town of Wake Forest, home of Fungo Baseball. We're glad you have joined us today in the Forest, and we're especially proud to have Mitchell Heating and Cooling as a sponsor and a supporter of Wake Forest Fungo Baseball. Mitchell Heating and Cooling's rich tradition is built on a reputation of quality, integrity, and a great value for the customer's dollar. For over 50 years, Mitchell Heating and Cooling has continuously met its customers' needs by maintaining, servicing, designing, and installing quality systems that will stand the test of time. Mitchell Heating and Cooling is a premier-level Trane comfort specialist that has been certified by Trane as having met Trane's stringent standards and is committed to being the best in every aspect of business. Reach out to us today at MitchellHVAC.com for all your heating and cooling needs. Enjoy your day here in the Forest, and roll Fungo!
Hey, we made it easy for you here on Next Door Radio and nextdoorradio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Next Door Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Next Door with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s classic rock you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Next Door Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores.
Top of the 9th inning here at JB Flaherty Park, an 8-6 score in favor of the Eatonton Steamers. Josh Bartosa joined alongside Trey Snide here for the Next Door Radio call on the nextdoorradio.com website, Next Door Radio app, and the Wake Forest Fungo Facebook live stream today. First pitch from Biz Ortiz, inside ball 1 to Luke Myers, up for the 4th time today.
Nice little fast inning right here. Get back up. Give our guys some chance to come back up. Again, got Hunter Stone, Wheeler back up at the top of the order with Badgett. 3 batters coming up in the bottom half of the 9th.
And Understone had that game-tying double that we saw a few innings ago. That next pitch inside, so a 3-0 count, and Biz Ortiz struggling with his control.
Got somebody in the bullpen just in case things get out of hand.
So 3-0 count now to the 2-hole hitter. And that one high and inside, so a 4-pitch walk issued to Luke Myers. And that'll bring up Tanner Knowles.
Number 25, Tanner Knowles.
And Coach Jones is headed out there to the pitching mound for a coaching visit. I don't think the bullpen is ready. Maybe just giving him some time. Kind of see where his head's at in Ortiz. Brand new pitcher for the Fungo. This is his first outing for the Fungo. And he's going to leave him in. Nice quick little meeting.
And we always see how after these meetings, I mean, it happened earlier in today's game where the pitcher will come out and start pitching with a little bit more confidence.
That's right.
And it's exactly what Biz Ortiz needs here. You know, gave up the walk to tie the game, then the 2 RBI double to give up the lead. So his confidence is probably a little bit shot right now. But he needs just a little bit of a jolt to get the Fungo out. A double play would be massive for his confidence and the team, trying to keep it at just a 2-run deficit. First pitch inside, ball 1. Knowles with a .314 average this season, went 2 for 5 with a run and an RBI in their big win over the Scallywags of Outer Banks yesterday. Went 2 for 3 with 2 runs. On Tuesday, that pitch catches the zone, strike 1.
A little bit better there. Little ground ball here, double play action. Be nice to see.
Next pitch from Ortiz, a squeeze bunt attempt, but he pulls back just in time for a 2-1 count.
Just missed.
Saw Wheeler start to move in a bit on that third base side. You can hear that third base coach for the Steamers chanting out a combination of 3 numbers. That last one was for the bunt, and he'll take that next pitch to make it a 3-1 count.
Good job by Rateka there to keep it in front of him. All right, here. Back-to-back 3-1 counts, back-to-back batters.
Ortiz's next pitch going to be hit on the ground underneath the glove of the shortstop, Badgett. That one was a screamer into the outfield. I'll go down as a single.
Now batting the right fielder, number 12,
Now back-to-back
Davis
base runners
Halstead.
with nobody out, and that brings up Davis Halstead.
And ramping up there. Once the bullpen arm is ready, we'll tell you who it is. But once he's ready, he'll be coming in for the Fungo.
Here's some choice words coming from the third base coach. Having a little discussion with the middle infield umpire right now. So Davis Halstead up to the dish, runners on first and second after the leadoff walk and the single. That pitch going to be hit deep into center field, going back on it, trying to find it is Harding, and that one's going to be over his head for a 3-run shot, a moonshot at that, and that breaks this game wide open. It's 11-6 in favor of the Steamers.
Not much you can do there. It's a good hit.
Halstead his first home run of the season. And that makes it a 6-run ball game and pretty much saps out a 5-run ball game. I can't count. And that pretty much.
What are we doing here?
Because we're seeing a little bit of a discussion now. Maybe potential rain. I don't know what's going on, but see head coach Jake Jones talking with both umpires.
Trying to eavesdrop here, see what they. Clearly, the third base coach of the Steamers doesn't like something about what the Fungo are doing, and both umpires are talking to Coach Jones. You saw Coach Jones kind of pointing at the dugout.
So cooler heads will prevail. At least it seems for now. We still see some discussion between both umpires. I don't know what the actual problem is, but there's just been a lot of jawing back and forth between that third base coach and that infield umpire.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, no worries. Fresh start here. Here we go.
Brings up Ty Garza. Walt his last time up. That next pitch lined out into right center field. That's going to drop for extra bases. That one rolls to the wall. Harding that's Verrier making the play, and the throw is cut off by Martinez. So back-to-back extra base hits, and the line keeps moving for the Steamers, who have really broken it open here in this ninth inning.
And that's 3 hits in a row after the walk to Meyer, single, home run, and then that
Now
double.
batting for the Steamers, number 22, Ryan Kay.
Trying to figure out. Coach Jones is letting them pitch, letting them go. He's showing some confidence in them, giving them benefit of the doubt here, should you say. Good pitch. That's the best pitch of the night right there.
Nice first pitch into Ryan Kay, who pinch ran for Gabe Kirk. Is now up to bat, gets him to swing at that one 0-2. So 0-2 count now, and Ortiz in desperate need of the first out. To stop the bleeding, that one goes awry and will allow the runner in Garza to move up to third. So a bad inning gets worse for Ortiz. So 1-2 count. A runner now just 90 feet away from making a 12-6 game. That pitch skied foul. Stays alive, 1-2.
So playing some slow pitch softball behind us. That goes onto their field. So they'll take a break here for just a second. Again, just a confidence booster here for Ortiz, giving up 3 runs by way of the home run. But a couple hits, should say 3 hits in this inning.
1-2 pitch outside, ball 2.
Hoping Ortiz, we don't have to use, Coach Jones is hoping we don't have to use another pitcher here.
We'll see how this goes. Needs that first out, and he gets in the swing through it, but they're going to say it went off of his bat for a foul ball. Kind of looked like he just whiffed on it from my vantage point, but.
No, he just came back. Nice little foul ball off the fence there, so it's all right. I like your thinking, though. I like your idea better.
I don't think the home plate umpire liked it, but that's why they pay him the big bucks. That pitch outside, ball 3. So a full count, no outs, 3 runs already across thanks to a 3-run shot by Davis. Halstead broke this game open to 11-6. That pitch inside, ball 4, and now runners on the corner. Now I'll bring up Chris Morris for the 3rd time.
All right, still looking for that.
21, Chris Morris.
Still looking for that, first out?
Double play would be nice here. Yeah. Would bring in a run, but it would get Ortiz 2 very needed outs. Fungo already have a huge mountain to climb down 5.
What you don't want is to continue this lead for them to extend it and not give yourself a chance. Because we've seen the Fungo put up 2 there in the 3rd. Again, 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and then 1 there in the 6th and 7th. So we've seen them put up some good numbers. And quick. There you go, good pitch.
That pitch down the middle, strike 1. 1-1 the count now. Still no outs in the top of the 9th. Steamers have broken it open. It was 6-5 2 innings ago, and now it's 11-6. Next pitch low, ball 2.
All right, bullpen is ready. Bullpen pitcher is ready. So, again, Jones looks like he's content with leaving Ortez out there. But how long is that going to last?
Two one pitch. That one lined at 2. The shortstop, 6, 4, 3. They're going to give it to him. So a run doesn't come across, but a much-needed double play for Ortiz and the Fungo. And now 1 out away from getting back into the bottom of the ninth in need of a huge rally.
Now batting the catcher, number 9, Tyler Overitis.
So good job by Badge to get over to Martinez. And Martinez, a quick job to get over to Will Hood just in time to beat out the run. Tyler Overitis coming up now. Base is empty. First pitch ball.
And a couple good pitches here. Stop the damage for the Steamers. Give ourselves a chance to win. Bottom half of the ninth.
2-0 count.
Here in Jackson Rutecki saying, let's go. Calm down. Let's do this. One more out to go. That's all we need. Just one out.
That pitch fouled off down the left field line, 2-1. Next pitch fouled off again, so works the count back to 2-2. 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning.
One more. That's all you need. One more good pitch. You talked about it coming up in the bottom half. Stone, Wheeler, and Badger, the guys that you want for the Fungo. Ooh, just missed.
Full count now, 2 outs to Tyler Overitis.
Rutecki wanted that one. He was starting to walk back to his dugout.
Did not get the benefit of the call, and now a big payoff pitch needed for Ortiz. And that one bounces in, ball 4.
Now batting number 16, Drifton Paget.
So that's Overitis' second walk of the evening, back-to-back plate appearances. Paget.
So Drifton and Paget up for the 5th time tonight.
Yeah. Single, 2 walks, and a fly out to his name. Fly out right here would be great.
Get the benefit of that call. Good frame job from Rutecki behind the dish. Makes it a 1 count.
Got some help there.
Oh, 1 pitch fouled off, and now an 0-2 count. The first 0-2 count for Ortiz today.
An old school mentality. We talked a little bit about it before. Paget, no gloves. Throw some dirt on it. Rub it on his handle of his bat. Ready to go.
0-2 pitch from Ortiz. That one going to be grounded on the ground towards second. Martinez scoops it up, throws it over to Hood, and that one goes wide. And the runners will stay. So it looked like a seemingly easy play, and now continues the inning for the Steamers. Martinez couldn't get out of his glove quick enough. And that'll allow Patrick to reach on air, and that brings up Jackson Ellison. And there we go, and we see head coach Jake Jones come out and most likely be the end of the night.
That's devastating for a young pitcher. Again, first game out, gave up 4 here. Gave up 2 in the 8th, 4 in the 9th. Coming out here, but you got the pitch you wanted, you got the hit that you wanted, the grounder. Just making a bad throw. Aiden Brown.
Aiden Brown coming in, who's known for being in those late game situations for the Wake Forest Fungo.
Oh, it's not Aiden Brown. He's coming in to. Is he fielding? What are we doing here?
Oh, they're going to put in Nick Badgett, it looks like, the pitch. Okay.
That's Nick Badgett. And got some nice little.
Sorry, fans. Coming in at pitch number 2, Nick Badgett.
So now, interesting Interesting decision. You know, we did talk about the need for more position players to pitch. Maybe this is a look into the future with a game that's already somewhat out of hand.
Yeah, so clearly he was out playing shortstop. So he's pulling into the pitcher, so he's just kind of going out there winging it. I wonder who was warming up.
That
Problem
looked
is,
like
we don't know.
it had to have been Aiden Brown because he came out into the field. So very confusing situation all around. So we'll see Nick Badgett's first pitching appearance of the season. So just a quick few warm-up pitches. So Jacob Ellison still out there to hit. Runners on first and second. And now Nick Badgett on the mound.
And no pitching stats for Nick Badgett at the University Wise, or Virginia Wise.
Kind of see a little bit of that in that first pitch that was well outside ball one.
Trying to go back to his high school days, see if he had any.
Could be a little something there. You never know.
You never know.
That pitch high and outside ball two. Another pitch outside ball three. So Nick Badgett not showing any flashes of brilliance in his pitching debut
Way to put it there, my friend.
for the fun guy. I mean, we're running out of things to say here. It's been a very wild game. That one a 4-pitch walk. So that'll bring up Ben Bausas, or just kidding, that won't. That'll bring up Ben Bausas, yes, with the bases loaded.
Now batting number 1, Ben Bausas.
So confused on the decision making, but we'll see if it goes into the Fungo's favor. Bases loaded. First pitch strike into Bausas, who's up for the third time. He walked and got out back in the 7th and 8th inning. Next pitch in there, strike two. So maybe it was all just a ruse by Nick Badgett. Now quickly ahead 0-2 to the new one-hole hitter.
Nick Badgett, a 3-star athlete there at Surrey. And played football, basketball, baseball. Had a 337 in high school. Let's see if there's any. He did have one appearance in high school back in 17-18. There's the ground ball you wanted.
Pitch chopped on the ground. Martinez would have to hurry over to first, and that time they won't make an error. So a 4-run at 9th inning, and now the Wake Forest Fungo have a massive mountain to climb. It's a 6-run game in the 9th.
PlumServe LLC technicians have over 20 years of experience in plumbing repair and services. They pride themselves in being a local, honest, and professional company. Let them give you a quote today on those needed upgrades in your home. Your choice for plumbing in Creedmoor, Oxford, Henderson, Durham, Raleigh, Chapel Hill, Cary, Apex, Stem, Garner, and the greater Triangle area. Visit their website today to schedule. You can contact them there as well. PlumServeLLC.com. Again, that's PlumServeLLC.com. Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Breakthrough Physical Therapy can help athletes and their families find pain relief with lasting results to keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across North Carolina and South Carolina, contact Breakthrough today at breakthrough-pt.com to see a physical therapist. Breakthrough Physical Therapy, a trusted choice for keeping athletes and their fans in the game. Ready to get back?
Bottom of the ninth inning, it's rally time with Wake Forest Fungo down 12-6. You still see Jake Jones talking with both of the umpires. But before we get into that, Will Stewart, the right-handed redshirt junior from Hickory, North Carolina, comes in to close out the game potentially for the Edenton Steamers from Lenoir-Rhyne University. No stats with the Bears, but so far this season for the Steamers in 6 appearances, 11.32 ERA, and 10 1/3 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 18 walks. Did pitch the last time these teams played last Tuesday. 3 innings pitched, 0 hits, 0 runs, 3 Ks, and 2 walks. Was previously at Caldwell Community College before going to Lenoir-Rhyne. Went 1-0 with a 5.4 ERA and 6.2 innings pitched with 13 Ks. And coming from Hickory, North Carolina, he went to Hickory Stewart High School. But coming up, so we'll give you a sneak peek of the Fungos' first 3 up. Hunter Stone, Lawson Wheeler, and then lineup rolls over for Nick Badgett.
41, Hunter Stone.
Hunter Stone had that big double back in the 6th inning to tie the game. And Lawson Wheeler still looking to get on base for the Fungo. Then obviously Nick Badgett had that home run and a single. Will Stewart gets Hunter Stone to pop him the first pitch, and that's the last possible start the Fungo want to try and start a big rally. 1 pitch, 1 out, brings up Lawson Wheeler.
And Lawson Wheeler with 256 on the year, does have 10 hits, 9 RBIs.
First pitch bounces. That's not Lawson Wheeler. Or yes,
Yeah, that is.
that is Lawson Wheeler. Just kidding.
And we have Jason Yellick coming up, who
Interesting.
has stepped in.
Interesting choice to have Yellick in the on next circle when Nick Badgett is up next, and he has the home run and a single. Been the best player to date. Some interesting choices these last couple of decisions from head coach Jake Jones, bringing in Nick Badgett to pitch. I mean, it worked out well for the Fungo, so maybe bringing in Jason Yellick will do so. See a catcher and pitcher mound visit. That's between Overitis and the new man on the mound for the Steamers in Will Stewart. So still a 2-0 count, 1 man gone. Fungo down by 6 with 2 outs to go. That pitch bounces in, 3-0.
Nice walk here to kick start something would be fantastic. The Fungo have all night have scored on 2 outs.
3-0 pitch, catches the outside corner, 3-1.
Just got the outside. Again, Lawson Wheeler wasn't planning on swinging that one, so that's good. But 3-1, make it your pitch. There we go.
That one bounces in. So a man aboard for Jason Yellow for pinch hitting for Nick Badgett.
Pinch hitting for Wake Forest, number 29, Jason Yellick.
So that's the first time Wheeler has touched base today. Jason Yellick.
I don't know how to dance like a lady. I make the other woman put their hands on their knees.
Coming out of that, we got Cam Barrier, maybe. He hasn't come up on deck yet. All right, yeah, there he is.
There he is. First pitch from Yellick going to be hit on the ground. A diving play by the shortstop, the second baseman gets one at second, but does not get the second out at first. That was a mouthful to get out. So nice job by Knowles to stop at a hard hit ball by Yellick.
Now batting number 43, Cam.
That was a hard hit grounder. If it would have gone through, that would have scored.
So that brings up Cam Vera, the final at-bat for the Wake Forest Fungo. or the final out, I should say, for the Fungo. Who struck out his first time up. That pitch inside and low, ball 2.
Anthony Mita on deck if Cam Fair is able to get on. Woo,
That one in there, strike 1. 2-1 count now. Fungo 2 strikes away from their second loss in 11 games.
Here we go.
So 3-1 count now. Chance for another base runner for the Fungo.
And who would you rather have? Anthony Mita, extremely patient, not only in the batter's box but in the field as well. Back to your pitch, baby. Here we go.
3-1 pitch, fouled off, nearly hit Anthony Mita.
He's like, "What are you doing, bro?"
So a full count with 2 gone in the bottom of the ninth in a 6-run game. Thanks to bursts of offense, a 5-run 5th, a 3-run 8th, and a 4-run 9th for the Steamers. Scoring in bunches. Fungo looking to do something. Runner will go, and Varia's going to hit that one deep, well foul. So another foul ball for Cam Verrier. Another chance to get on base and keep the game alive for Wake Forest.
Back and throw some pitches. Cam Verrier. Opportunity for Anthony Mita to come up with some runners in scoring positions. Cam can get on. Yes, sir.
That
Let's do
pitch
this.
high, ball 4. So 2 runners on, and a very patient man at the plate in Anthony Mita, who's already walked once today and singled twice. And came around to, at the time, give the go-ahead run for the Fungo for those offensive outbursts from Edenton.
And long way to go, but it starts right here. Get yourself a chance to score a couple runs. Got some good speed on the base paths. There in Wheeler and Cam Ferrier. Of course, if we can get Anthony Mita on, you got a catcher coming up, Jackson Rutecki, who's got some pop in his bat. A couple home runs to his name this year.
0-1 count to Mita after Stewart's first pitch was fouled off down the right field side. That pitch in there for strike 2. So the patient Anthony Mita now down 0-2. And the Fungo down to their final strike.
Looked like he agreed with that one. Didn't shake his head.
Very rare that you'll see him agree with those strike calls. Will Stewart on the 0-2. That one inside and nearly got Mita. 1-2.
You'd like to say take one for the team, but I'd have caught him on the back foot.
Runners on first and second for the Fungo. Still down by 6. Down to their final strike. Stewart's pitch inside, a great frame job by Overitis. It fooled me. I thought that was a strike. So instead it's 2-2. Two-two pitch. Anthony is going to hit that one on the ground towards second. Covering and making the play is Knowles over to first, stretching to make it. They're to say
he stayed on.
He stayed on, so that will do it. A 12-6 final. The Steamers come away thanks to 7 runs in the final 2 innings. And the Fungo dropped their second game this week. We'll be back here next week when the Wake Forest Fungo take on the Clayton Clovers next Wednesday, their next game. Or excuse me, not the Wake Forest will take on the Tarboro River Bandits next Tuesday, but the next game is tomorrow against the Wampus Cats on the road. But we'll be back here next Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.